Dozens and dozens of times every day, you see a child realize what their potential is and what they're capable of. And when you see that light go on or their eyebrows go up, you just hope that they take that home and share it with their caregiver, because that pride is so priceless.
The entire month of September is really geared towards learning those routines, those expectations, so that when we do start to get into the learning, the kiddos know kind of what the expectations are.
I think that's why most kindergarten teachers love kindergarten, is that first year is just, for most students, exponential growth.
Our writing block is so amazing. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. We get to see the kids transform from coming in with some of them not knowing how to hold a pencil to writing sentences by the end of the year.
Throw here, stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it. He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40. He could go all the way. Oh my goodness, this is 7 scoring run for Elk River. Now here's Mason Witt driving his layup. Helsher looking to attack, then it comes out to Riley Byer. Spin move off to Helsher. She'll shoot the 3 and score.
Take the kick here.
Yeah, I think that's
or is that
Patrick Klecker.
Oh, that's Klecker. Okay,
yep,
sorry.
and his shot got deflected, and the follow-up is good. State brings you the instant replay. And Alexandria is on the board here in minute number 66. The Alexandria Cardinals. He works their way in front here. And again, going into the locker room, it is 30-6 in favor of Alexandria. This for a berth in the Class 5A state football tournament. Now here is a pitch. Snidey gets it. He'll go down in the backfield. Oh. Yeah,
that would outscore the Tech Tigers.
Yeah, that's right. And so the Cardinals will get the second and third place. And it looks like in lane number 2, I think Victoria Davidson is our videographer tonight. And Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer. Now a muscle attempt, and now a turnover and a goal! And the Cardinals are maintain control of the puck, but it's going to be taken here by Wyzetta. Centering attempt into the slot area gets broken up. Emily Doherty trying to skate out with it, but now Russo has it. She'll fire, save made, and
have to be very, very legitimate or intentional with their puck play.
Now Madeline Lewis is battling Brecklin Ellingson, and here's a shot and
by 9 runs. The jump swing, and this one's lined to the right side down the line. That's going to be in for a third. He'll make it in with a sliding triple. 2 more runs.
Rep Volleyball is on the way, coming up in just a little while. Alexandria versus Sartell in the home opener for the Alexandria girls volleyball team, and the overall season opener for the defending Class 4A Section 8 champion Sartell Sabres. This promises to be a dynamic matchup. Both of these teams were able to make some deep postseason runs. Of course, Sartell under head coach Riley Murad was able to play 5 postseason matches, winning the Class 4A Section 8 title, getting a home win in round 1, a road victory in round 2, and then coming back home and defeating Alexandria in the section championship match. The Alexandria Cardinals are going to be trying to get on to greener pastures for the second time in 3 years. If you're a regular follower of Alexandria sports, you know that the Cardinals under then head coach Mary Byrne were able to win the Class AAA state title. The reward for the Cardinals was being elevated out of Class 3A and into Class 4A. And last season, Coach Byrne almost got her Alexandria volleyball team on to state. The Cardinals were able to win a home match against Moorhead, then travel down to Monticello and knock off the top-seeded Magic in a 5-set thriller. And then it was a return to Sartell High School, where the regular season began last August, but the fate was different for Alexandria in the postseason as Sartell was able to prevail in a 4-setter. So that sent Sartell onto the state tournament for the first time in nearly a half-century. Meanwhile, for Alexandria, it denied the Cardinals the opportunity to compete at state for a second straight year, albeit in a different class. Welcome to our pre-match coverage, which is being brought to you by Jartner Motors of Alexandria. I am DMAC Dave McClurg. My broadcast partner for tonight will be Tim Zupfer, and he'll be along with us in just a couple of minutes, likely during our later segments of our Jartner Motors pre-match coverage, and then, of course, for the play-by-play coming your way at the top of the hour. We thank all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage who are helping to bring you our broadcast tonight. You'll be watching their promotional messages on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel or listening to the messages on our latent media platforms, including KXRA Radio and the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. Whenever possible, we encourage you to patronize the area businesses that you either see or hear as Alexandria Cardinal sports programming boosters of our coverage all throughout the 2026-27 school year. Alexandria does have a match under its belt already. That was a win at Monticello. So really, the last 2 victories for the Cardinals bridging the 2 girls' volleyball seasons have been against the Monticello Magic. Once in the playoffs last year and then to start the regular season this year. As we noted, Sartell begins its defense of the Class 4A Section 8 title with a visit to Alexandria. This is a place that Sartell has not visited for a couple of years. We welcome you again. It is DMAC, and now I do welcome Tim Zupfer, my broadcast partner, to our coverage of Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball. Tim, I know that volleyball nights, especially at home, are quite active for you. Saw you down on the court just a little while ago, but good evening. I hope you had a great summer, and it's terrific to be partnering up with you for volleyball and football during the fall season.
Oh, thanks, Dave. It's good to be back. It's exciting to start off the new school year with the sports schedule. So first broadcast of the fall season, right?
Yeah, it is, and it'll be the first of 3 that we have on our airways this week. The first of 2 that you and I will be partnering up for. And, just like last year, it's kind of interesting that we have Alexandria and Sartell as our first broadcast on our latent media platforms. Ironically, that was one of the last broadcasts that we had during the fall, but something tells me that we're going to have an exciting match. I don't know if it goes 4 sets. I don't know if it goes 5 sets. I'm doubting it's going to be a sweep for one side or the other, but I think the ladies are going to show us in just a little while. I would think the Cardinals have a bit of an advantage already having that one match under their belt last Thursday.
Yeah, I just visited briefly with Coach Hess, and he thought that might be in their favor. Although Sartell did have a scrimmage or 2, so 2 teams that played in the section final last year, I believe, isn't it?
That's correct, and Sartell was able to win that in a 4-set match, although each of the 4 games was fairly close, and Sartell was able to get on, again, first appearance in the state girls volleyball tournament for the Sabres going back to the late 1970s. I think Jimmy Carter may have been the president before last year when Sartell previously advanced to the state girls volleyball tournament. The players are warming up on the floor right now. We are about 18 to 20 minutes away from the start of tonight's varsity match. We hope you enjoy it. of course, if you are in the vicinity of Alexandria Area High School, we always encourage you to come out and watch the kids in person. They do definitely appreciate the support and the good energy that you can provide in the Alexandria Area High School gymnasium or the other venues that the Alexandria Cardinals use throughout the school year. We'd like to thank Steve D. He is the main man at Master Control at KXRA Radio, doing the work for our radio broadcast, punching all the right buttons to guarantee that we stay on the air. And, of course, big thanks to J.P. Boline, Alexandria Area High School graduate from the class of 2018. And it's our third year of partnering up with J.P. doing the live video streaming for our coverage tonight. Let's go ahead and take our first break during our Jartner Motors pre-match show. When we come back in approximately 2.5 minutes, you'll hear my first conversation of the fall season with Sam Hess, the new head coach of the Alexandria girls varsity volleyball team, after this time out.
In Cardinal Country, drive means more than getting from here to there. It's showing up, putting in the work, and finding another gear when it matters. For 50 years, Juttner Motors has shared that commitment, helping Central Minnesota drivers find their right vehicle. The Cardinals bring the drive, and Juttner Motors helps you find yours. Juttner Motors, proudly behind the Cardinals. See their full lineup at JuttnerMotors.com.
Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
Cardinal fans can pump up their pride at Cenex Midtown Express. There's a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools, and for each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Cenex is your all-in-one pit stop for everything on the go. It's your local hometown choice, with snacks, propane, and the fuel you need with the perks you want. Cenex Midtown Express and Cenex in Garfield, owned by the community, supporting the community.
Hi folks, Woody here from Woody's Car Wash. If there's one thing we take seriously, it's doing the best we can with every wash.
Starting with the best pre-wash service, then we move you into the best soft cloth wash cycle.
And it ends the same way, the best full hand dry exit.
I would say that's why Alexandria voted us best car wash.
Heck yeah, plus we're truly local and family owned and operated.
So hey, thanks for noticing.
Get your shine on! At the all-new Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
When your child is struggling, knowing what to do next can feel overwhelming. A sudden change in behavior, intense emotions, anxiety, or thoughts that concern you can leave parents wondering where to turn. You don't have to face that moment alone.
We're here. Region 4 South Crisis Team provides mobile 24/7 mental health support and resources. Call Region 4 Crisis at 701-364-0431.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. They've been through decades of shifts in Minnesota weather, and they know what it takes to keep your vehicles safe and running strong. Whether it's fresh oil, reliable brakes, or a troublesome noise from under the hood, Mike and Josh deliver honest and affordable service you can depend on year after year, mile after mile. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
It is the Jartner Motors pre-match coverage as you're watching it on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and listening to it anyway on KXRA Radio with the audio stream on the Voice of Alexandria app presented by Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Our pre-match coaches' comments are featuring the head coach of the Alexandria girls volleyball team in his first season as varsity head coach after assisting for a number of years. That's Sam Hess. Our coach's comments brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. Sam, I've enjoyed interacting with you off and on throughout the course of the last several years and everything. And obviously, I thank you for your past work in providing audio summaries for our KXRA Cardinal Sports Report programs. But how excited are you at having a different spot on the bench than you've had the last few years?
Yeah, it's an exciting time. I'm very grateful for the opportunity and the school district entrusting me to be the new varsity head coach. I have nothing but respect for all the mentors and coaches that have mentored me over my career, whether that be in college or whether that be as I became a teacher here in the district and working under Mary. But yeah, just super excited for the opportunity, super excited to see what we can accomplish this year.
Of course, you're quite familiar with the Alexandria girls volleyball program because you were one of the top assistants for Mary Byrne for a few years now. What are some of the things that you were able to find out about, and maybe some of the things you learned about being an assistant to Coach Byrne?
Yeah, I think controlling the first contact is just huge in volleyball. So that would be just prioritizing the first ball kill, so siding out quickly, and then also trying to just hold the serve as long as possible, go on runs as much as we can, and just really try to impact volleyball from that first touch.
Are there other people, Sam, in your younger years that you would consider mentors that have kind of helped you get to the spot that you're in right now to lead a high school volleyball program, and a very good one at that?
Yeah, I'd say I grew up in a pretty fortunate household. My dad is a big-time coach and athletic director, so just getting to see him work and then have him coach a lot of my teams growing up, I just was fortunate enough to have a lot of good coaches and then also really learn a lot from my dad as well.
Getting to know a little bit about the 2026 Alexandria Cardinals, as I look at your varsity roster, there are a lot of familiar names to me, and a lot of people that were able to get some varsity experience last year. In terms of that incoming experience, Sam, is this a team that is high in that category?
Yeah, I'd say it's been fun to have a lot of girls returning this season that got a lot of playing time, a lot of playoff experience last year, and I feel like it's just adding fuel to the fire this year. I feel like they're hungry, they want to compete, they're playing for each other, and we're working hard every day at practice to just keep taking things one day at a time, but continuing to build and continuing to increase our skill level.
I know that a lot of the people that were part of the state championship team 2 years ago have now moved on, either graduating with the class of 25 or graduating last spring. I think of people like Campbell Jensen and Meadow Zimpel, and I know Meadow, I think, is playing college volleyball right now among Alexandria alumni that are continuing to elevate at a different level. But when it comes to this group of kids that you're working with, do you get the feeling, being around them, that their confidence level is a little bit different than it might have been at the start of last season?
For sure, and I think also it's really cool because even though they might not have been on the court when we made the state championship run a few years ago, a lot of them were on the bench, so they just got to learn a lot from the leaders that were on the court during those impactful times, and I think it's just really helped them as they've kind of grown into the athletes that they are. And now that they've had some experience, they're just, like I said before, they're just hungry for it, and they want to compete.
We are getting together here with Sam Hess, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal girls volleyball team. Our pre-match coaches conversation is being brought to you by Alamere Health prior to the play-by-play of tonight's varsity contest with Alexandria hosting Sartell. Your team actually has a little bit of an advantage, Sam, in that Sartell is going to be playing its season opener tonight. Your team was able to play that 5 nights ago down at Monticello. Obviously, when you look at the Alexandria-Monticello rivalry as of recent, the Cardinals have had a little bit of an edge, most notably winning the playoff match down there last year when Monticello was the number 1 seed. But your team did not need to go 5 sets to win Thursday night. What pleased you about the overall effort by the Alexandria team?
Yeah, I think our girls came out ready to play. Definitely had to kick some rust off with that being our first contest of the season, but I think we've really been preaching from the start of season of just the importance of playing together, the importance of valuing every point, the importance of just never giving up and just competing full on. And I feel like they really listened to our game keys in our pregame, and I feel like they really took the scouting report to heart.
Were you able to see some good things like some sustained serving runs by your servers, and then were you able to see some good things on that serve receive, that first contact to set up the offense?
Yeah, I would say one thing that we're really trying to be intentional about this year is just putting a lot more service pressure on the other team. Now, sometimes that might result in some service errors, obviously, if you're going after things a little bit harder from the end line, but we're really sticking with that. We're really trying to preach that And I think it really helped because our serve receive was just dominant against Monticello. We sighted out quickly and really passed the ball at a high level.
Now you have another match against a section opponent tonight, and this kind of has a double importance to it because it does start the Central Lakes Conference schedule. Sam, based on your knowledge, two teams out of the CLC made the state volleyball tournament last year. Sartell went in Class 4A Section 8, and then Sauk Rapids Rice was able to get through in Section 8 AAA. And, Sauk Rapids Rice seemed to be the team that everyone was chasing last fall. Is that the case again this fall, or do you think there's more balance in the conference this year?
That's a great question. I think the nice part about playing in the CLC is it's just high-level teams all around. And in any year, it could be any team that is at the top of that conference. So we're just looking forward to every match that we have this season. We're taking everything one game at a time, but we're hoping to take things one game at a time and keep chipping our way and see if we can take home some hardware.
Very good. I know that you don't look too far into the future and everything like that, but regarding Class 4A Section 8, as it turns out, Sam, when Sartell hosted Alexandria last year, both the Sabres and the Cardinals got road victories in the section semifinals, which led me to believe that the top 4 or 5 teams in the section, anybody could win it, and the Cardinals were right there at the end. How do you view the section this year? Of course, Sartell's the defending section champion, but do you feel you've got the pieces in place that Alexandria can make a big push too?
I think we have the pieces in place, but I wouldn't put anything past our competitors. I know a lot of the other teams have revamped or had a lot of returners as well. So teams like Sartell, teams like St. Michael Albertville, teams like Monticello, even though we just beat them, teams like Moorhead will all still be very good, as well as some other teams that maybe had some younger girls on their teams last year that maybe didn't go as far as they'd hoped. But yeah, I think we have the pieces in place, and I think we're just going to keep taking things day by day and keep working hard and see what we can accomplish this season.
Regarding this match against the Sartell Sabres, as you get together with your players and talk a little bit about a scouting report here, what will the points of emphasis be when you're getting together with the players before this match?
Yeah, I think going back to it of just the first ball contact. We have to win that first contact battle. So just putting a lot of service pressure on our opponent and really controlling our serve receive, talking through seams, and just making sure that we're controlling our first touch to set up our offense. I think another thing is just that we've been preaching at practice this week is just how much we need to cover our hitters, because the more we cover and allow our hitters to just be aggressive and go after things, the more they trust the girls behind them to, if they get blocked, to pick them up, and hopefully just keep adding to that momentum and battle and compete for every point.
I know that you don't get into the weeds too much about the schedule and everything. You play everybody that comes up on the schedule, and you're looking to compete. But it seems to me that last fall, Sam, Alexandria had a lot of road matches and not a lot of competitions at home. That flips a little bit here in 2026. I think out of the 10 CLC matches, the Cardinals are actually hosting 7 of the 10. Do you think it's a benefit that, at least for your conference schedule, a lot of those are going to be at Polig Court?
It's always nice to play at home. We have the best fans and the best support system, and just a great opportunity for our girls to put on a showcase of their talent in front of their friends and families. But yeah, I mean, we're just playing the schedule that we're dealt, but we're looking forward to the opportunity to play a lot of those teams at home this year.
Some pre-match comments from the new head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal girls volleyball team, Sam Hess. Our thanks to Coach Hess for being with us, and our thanks to Alamere Health for presenting the pre-match coaches' comments. That will do it for our Jotner Motors pre-match show. We've got varsity girls volleyball play-by-play on the way as we get closer to the top of the hour. Now on our light media platforms, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic.
where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
We offer advanced, cutting-edge services tailored to you, from cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care. No matter what your smile goals are, we'll guide you to get the results you want.
We even offer the Healthy Start program to help kids grow into confident, healthy smiles.
Book your appointment today online at alexandriadentalclinic.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Ace, you'll always find the best premium brands like Yeti, Ego, and Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Craftsman Power Tools, Grills and Griddles by Traeger, Weber, Rectech, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone, plus Solo and Brio smokeless fire pits. You'll find just what you need for indoor or outdoor projects with plenty of help to find it fast. Ace Hardware is your home convenience store in downtown Alexandria.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
How far would you drive for a great deal?
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Viking Bank was started by a group of local business people back in 1981. It has gone through some changes in ownership and location, but one thing that's never changed is it's always been a locally owned bank by individuals here in this community, which sets us apart because we can be quick, creative, and we can customize for our individual customers' needs.
Viking Bank, invested in your journey.
Michael Wright's doing the PA, and I said,
In Cardinal Country, drive means more than getting from here to there. It's showing up, putting in the work, and finding another gear when it matters. For 50 years, Juttner Motors has shared that commitment, helping Central Minnesota drivers find their right vehicle. The Cardinals bring the drive, and Juttner Motors helps you find yours. Juttner Motors, proudly behind the Cardinals. See their full lineup at juttnermotors.com.
Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
From Poland Court on the campus of Alexandria Area High School, Alexandria Cardinal Girls Volleyball is on the air as you watch it on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. And you listen to People Radio, KXRA, as well as the Voice of Alexandria app. Steve D is our KXRA radio studio engineer. JP Bolin is our videographer behind the camera as you watch on our YouTube channel. And along with Tim Zupfer, I am Dave McClurg. Happy to have you along on this first day of September. It also happens to be the first of our live play-by-play broadcasts throughout the 2026-27 school year. Now, normally we will feature the national anthem during our broadcasts on our late media platforms. Unfortunately, the timing was such that the anthem got covered up by our last media break. So when we do feature the national anthem, it is brought to you by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For any and all of your music needs, you can go online to carlsonmusiccenter.com, carlsonmusiccenter.com. Just a few minutes away from the start of tonight's varsity volleyball match, and I believe the arena is being darkened here while the introduction of the Alexandria volleyball players will be taking place. We'll take the opportunity here to introduce the starting lineups brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the visiting Sartell Sabres, they will have a very experienced team on the floor with 4 seniors, a junior and a freshman, and then the libero that will be playing for the Sabres tonight is also a senior. The setter will be Kate Thompson. She is one of the underclassmen for the Sartell Sabres. She'll be distributing the ball to the likes to Lydia Whale in the middle, a 5'9" senior. Also, you'll have Ronnie Peterson in the middle. She is a freshman at 5'9". And then the outside attack will include players such as Kaya Schumann, a 5'9" senior. Also helping out Addie Benninghoff, a 5'9" senior. And also getting some court time at the start will be Caitlin Wong. She is a defensive specialist. And then the libero that comes in for Sartell will be Lily Beckstrom. That is the Alamer Health starting lineup for the visiting Sartell Sabres. Meanwhile, Sam Hess, the new head coach of the Alexandria varsity girls volleyball team, will have this lineup on the floor tonight. It will include sophomore Hadley Marty, junior Larkin Rupert, sophomore Lila Schlichting, senior Sydney Crocht, freshman Scarlett Brown, and senior Avery Posel. Hadley Marty likely will be doing some setting and attacking for Alexandria. Larkin Rupert can attack from the outside. Lila Schlichting can be solid in the middle. Sydney Crocht can hit in different directions, whether it be from the outside or the middle. And, you know, people such as Avery Posel and Scarlett Brown will do their share of swings tonight for the Alexandria girls volleyball team. When the Cardinals bring in their libero, it will be Emily Doherty, a junior for Alexandria. That's the Alameda Health starting lineup for the Alexandria Cardinals under the guidance of first-year varsity head coach Sam Hess in his first year as head coach after assisting Mary Byrne for the last few seasons. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app presented by our friends at Alex Rubbish and Recycling. And we thank you for watching our live streaming coverage tonight on the Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel. That's being brought to you courtesy of all the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage. Keys to the match are driven by our friends at Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. First of all, for Sartell, Riley Murad, the head coach of the Sabres, notes that we need to serve well, we need to pass well. We feel like we've got a good team. If we can do those two very important aspects, it could be a good night for us. Meanwhile, the Alexandria Motors keys to tonight's match for Alexandria. Try to control that first contact, get the good serve-receive pass up to the center, and then try to apply some pressure at the serving line tonight. And Sam Hess feels those will be some of the keys for success for the Alexandria girls volleyball team. Hadley Marty will be the first one at the serving line, and the ball is in the air, and we are underway. Both teams have their liberos on the floor here. First attack defended by Alexandria. Now a back row swing here by Lila Schlichting is dug out. Now the volley up to the net, and it does not find its way to the hitters, so it's going to be a point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
I noticed in warm-ups they were setting Lila in the back row.
Now a overpass on the serve by Hadley Marty leads to an opportunity here, and in the middle it's going to be a good shot for a kill. And I think that's going to be Scarlett Brown getting the winner for Alexandria.
Yeah, last year we saw her playing as an outside hitter. Looks like she's one of the middle hitters this year.
So a 2-0 start for Alexandria. Marty's next serve down the line. It could be an overpass. Nope, it's going to be volleyed up and then volleyed over by the libero Lily Beckstrom. And then an overpass by Alexandria, but Sartell does not defend it. And that's going to end up being another point for Alexandria, 3-0 for the Cardinals.
Do they get a kill for that, Dave?
I would guess so. I mean, it probably should be a kill. So now Hadley Marty's next serve played by the Sabres. It's going to be set up here by Thompson. The hit goes off a block. Cardinals will set it up. Scarlett Brown's attack is dug out by Beckstrom. It comes to the left side, and I believe we're going to have contact at the net here by the Alexandria Cardinals, and the Sabres will get the side out and their first opportunity to serve in tonight's match. Caitlin Wong will be at the serving line for the Sabres. Floater serve played by Alexandria, set up by Marty. Now it's going to be a middle attack here, but it goes out of bounds on the swing by Scarlett Brown. So the Sabres have their first point off a serve, and Alexandria's lead is a single point. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates throughout the course of tonight's volleyball coverage. Good top spin on the next serve. Schlichting gets it up to Marty. Tip is going to be blocked but dug out. Now we have a play. Schlichting will attack. That's going to be dug out here by the Sabres' Kaya Schumann. Now a volley over, but it goes over the half course of tonight's volleyball coverage. And Alexandria will get it on a side out. Schlichting gets it up to Marty. To the bench. Tip is going to be blocked but dug out. Outside of the libero, as it will be Greta Suki coming in for Larkin Rupert. And Suki will be back to serve for the Cardinals.
Yeah, she's one of our defensive specialists, so she'll play the back row.
Suki puts her serve in, a line pass, and then a swing. Kate Thompson actually did a little bit of a pass over there and will get credit for the kill, and a side out to Sartell. Now Sydney Freeler will come in, and she'll be back to serve here for the Sabres. Freeler goes with the jump serve here. Good drop on the serve, played, and it's going to be a hit over and good for a kill. Tonight's volley. Left side attack there. Effective goes with the jump serve here. Cardinals, good drop on the serve, played, and
serving Lila Schlichting in the back row, but so far she's 3 for 3 on passes to the center.
Now Riley Byer will check in as a substitution here, and she'll be back to serve for the Alexandria Cardinals. So you've got Greta Suki and Riley Byer both in. And now we're going to have the libero, Emily Doherty, out as Avery Pulsel will come back into play in the front row. And now I think we are going to get the substitution with Byer out, and Sydney Crocht will come back in.
Yeah, we had to have the libero replacement first.
Oh, I
substitution.
See. Yeah. So it's going to be Scarlett Brown actually with the serve here for the Cardinals. And now it's going to be a point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals will go in front 6-3.
Yeah, Sartell's attack was wide that time.
Brown's next serve is over. Low pass. It gets up to Kate Thompson. Now the left side attack, and that will be off the Alexandria block and good for the kill. Schumann will get the winner for Sartell.
Yeah, she attacked down the line that time. We were unable to turn that ball in.
Lydia Whale will come back in as a substitution for Sartell. Taylor Draxler Gainsforth is off the bench. She's now serving for Sartell. Alexandria with the play. The roll shot by Schlichting kept alive. Now a hit from the 10-foot line is good. That's Sydney Freeler going on the attack for Alexandria, or for Sartell rather. And the Cardinals lead is just one at 6-5. We are in set number 1. Taylor Draxler Gainsforth's next serve is over. Played to the right side. The swing by Sydney Crock kept alive. Now a roll shot. Nice dig here by Emily Doherty. And then it goes into the middle, but unfortunately for Alexandria.
They called a touch.
Oh, okay. So Avery Pulsel's hit destined to go long, but it was deflected, so that's going to be a good kill for Pulsel. To the right side, the swing by Sydney Crock kept alive. So now a roll shot, nice side out to the Alexandria Cardinals, and now we'll have Riley Byer in as the substitution for Alexandria. And she's back to serve. Floater serve played by the libero. Now it comes up to Thompson. The hit away from the block by Kaya Schumann dug out. Now we've got to play a tip over the block. Nice dig here by the Sabres. Then a hit into a block. Sartell will reload. It's a dump over by Thompson. Kept alive by the Cardinals. Now a hit off the block and good. Libero quality real estate brings Sabres. You our instant replays if you're watching on our YouTube channel. It's a dump over by Thompson. By both sides there. By the Cardinals now a hit off the block and good.
With a nice defensive dig.
And now Byer will serve again. 8-5 Alexandria. And now we're going to have a hit that goes out of bounds. I think Kaya Schumann was trying to go down the line and did not get her hit in play.
Might have even been outside the antenna. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So 4-point lead for Alexandria as Riley Byer will put it over. Serve played by Emma Keene. Now it comes over, and we're going to have a hit off a deflection and good for the kill. And it will be a side out here for the Sartell Sabres. And now it's going to be Kate Thompson back to serve. Cardinals able to play it over, and the hit from the left side is good.
Lila Schlichting with that kill.
Yeah, she's starting to rack up some nice kill numbers early on in this match for Alexandria. Lila Schlichting in her sophomore season in Alexandria.
I believe she had the most kills in their first match.
And now she steps to the serving line and serves out of bounds. That missed by maybe about 4 inches and not much more than that.
Didn't quite have enough top spin.
So it's 10-7 now for Alexandria. Kaya Schumann will be back to serve for the Sabres. Serve played by Emily Doherty. It comes up to Marty. Now the left side attack by Larkin Rupert dug out. Now we're going to have a play, and the Sabres get it over. Now we've got a little bit of a play at the net, tipped over, and I believe we're going to have a double hit called on Alexandria here.
Okay.
So a point for Sartell, and that means that Schumann will serve again for the Sabres. Alexandria 10, Sartell 8. The Cardinals have led pretty much from the outset, but it's been close early on. Emily Doherty receives the serve. It's set up by Marty, and then a bullet by Schlichting, and she cannot get it in play.
Yeah, just a little bit long on that one. Didn't quite get on top of the ball enough, but swinging aggressively. Like to see that.
10-9 for the Cardinals. Next serve is going to be passed away. Kaya Schumann angled her serve to the near side, and I think Lila Schlichting was thinking, oh, do I let it go or should I play it? I think she was trying to guard the court, but it ends up being deflected off her, and now we're tied at 10. Next serve is received in the back row by Riley Byers, set up by Marty, volleyed over by Schlichting. Now the play for Sartell. It comes to the right side. Wong's hit is kept alive. Now a left side attack tipped over, and it's going to be good. Addie Benninghoff going with the tip down the left side. It comes to the right side. Wong's hit is kept alive, and now Sartell takes the lead at 11-10. I believe this is the first time the Sabres have led tonight. And there's the DMAC jinx in play as she ended up missing the next serve. So we are retied at 11-11. And now the Cardinals will have the opportunity to serve with Emily Doherty at the line. Her serve is deep, played by Schumann, sent up by Thompson. Then Schumann attacks from the back row. The Cardinals with the play. Larkin Rupert sends it back over. Now a play up to the left side, and the hit off a deflection. Now it's going to be sent back over here by Benninghoff. Now a play to the right side. Tip is kept alive momentarily, but finally the ball finds the floor, and Marty will get the winner there for Alexandria.
Yeah, we had a nice pancake on Sartell's side, but they weren't able to keep that ball alive.
So it's a 1-point Alexandria Cardinals lead at 12-11. We're in the opening set. Quick serve over, volleyed by Sartell. Alexandria will set it up into the middle. Hit off a block on the attempt by Brown. Now it's volleyed over by the Sabres. Cardinals will set it up. It comes to the right side. The attack by Hadley Marty is kept alive. Now we've got a play, and this is going to be back to Alexandria as the Sabres do not clear. And it's a point for the Cardinals. 13-11 Alexandria as Emily Doherty will deal again. Her serve, short serve received pass. Thompson gets it to Benninghoff, who volleys it over. Now we're going to have a play to the left side, and the line shot got caromed around and eventually volleyed over, but I think the last volley was the fourth touch for Sartell. Tim, that was almost like a little bit of
pinball.
Pinball. That's I was about to say ping pong, but that wasn't the term. But yeah, so 14-11 and now 15-11 for Alexandria as Emily Doherty's getting on a nice little serving run for the Alexandria Cardinals. Sartell playing its season opening match tonight at Alexandria Area High School. Here's the next serve played by the Sabres. Back row attack does come off the top of the net. Played over. Now Rupert will send it back. Thompson looks to deal. Now it's going to be sent back. Cardinals set it up. Riley Byers sent over, and now returned by Sartell. Byers going to back set it here for Hadley Marty. That's going to be dug out. Now a dump over by Thompson, read by Doherty, kept alive and then volleyed over by the Cardinals' Hadley Marty. Now a play from the back row. That's dug out by Emily Doherty. Set up by Byer, a little push here, and that's going to result in a kill. Then Schumann attacks. Some excellent volleyball back now and forth from by the teams. That's dug out by Emily Doherty. Head coach Riley by Byer, a little push here, and that's going to result in a... We're going to make it a 30-second break on our platforms as well. Glenwood scoreboard, or Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in the opening set of varsity volleyball. It's Alexandria 16, Sartell 11.
Everybody's got a goal, something they're working toward. Getting back in the game, keeping up with the grandkids, getting back to the life you love. At Alamere Health, our therapists are passionate about a plan built just for you. Expert rehabilitation care right here in Alexandria. And a team that's with you for the whole journey, every step, every win, improving life for you and your loved ones. Alamere Health, it's better here.
Hadley Marty. Now a play from the back row. We welcome you to our live broadcast coverage of high school girls volleyball. A little Alexandria push here, and Sartell in the Central Lakes Conference. Along with Tim Zupfer and our videographer J.P. Boline, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. Our first broadcast of the 2026-27 school year. The first of 3 that we have during our opening week on our late media platforms. Emily Doherty back to serve with Alexandria leading by 5. Sartell's trying to get Doherty off the serving line. The attack by Benninghoff will make that happen as she will get the kill. And a side out to the Sabres.
Yeah, good effort that time by Lila Schlichting. She dug it up, but just couldn't keep it in play.
Lily Beckstrom will go back to serve now for Sartell. Floater serve here played by Schlichting up to the Cardinals, Larkin Rupert, then volleyed over. Now an attack here by Benninghoff, dug out by Doherty. Played by Riley Byer, and the left side attack by Rupert kept alive. Tipped over here by the Sabres' Ronnie Peterson. Now an attack through a block, and that's going to be good.
Not sure if the Cardinals are running a 6-2 offense or if the setter's out, but Riley Byer was setting a number of times, and we had Hadley Marty with the attack.
Yeah, and Marty is now serving. It's an overpass, and that's
Marty.
like the full meal deal there, as it's going to be a kill for Scarlett Brown.
Yeah,
taking full
Marty
advantage of that. Now serving. It's an overpass on the serve receive. And it's now an 18-12 lead for Alexandria. Serve played here by Beckstrom, set up by Kate Thompson, sent over from the back row. The Cardinals scrambling, and Alexandria's Hadley Marty will volley it over. Now we've got a play here. The attack dug out by Schlichting. Now she's going to try to attack from the 10-foot line, and her hit gets banged into the net. And that's going to be a side out to Sartell. 5-point lead for Alexandria. Caitlin Wong will serve for the Sabres. Her serve played by Schlichting up to Marty. Now Rupert attacking. That's off a deflection, dug out. Thompson will play it up to Benninghoff. Her hit off a block, volleyed back over. The Sabres will reload. Here comes a back row attack by Kaya Schumann. That gets dug out. Now the left-handed swing by Sydney Kruk from the right side is good. The Sabres will reload. Here comes a back row attack by Kaya Schumann. That gets dug out. That's going to prompt another timeout for Sabres head coach Riley Murad. On our platforms, we're going to make it a 30-second break as well. Opening set in girls volleyball. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads Sartell 19-13.
At Aquarius Home Services, earning the right to be recommended is more than just a slogan, it's a mission. Since 1987, it's guided us through every visit to every home that we serve from our 17 locations across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Whether you call us for Connecticut water systems, plumbing, electrical, or heating and cooling, our goal is to leave you saying wow with our simple scheduling, expert technicians, and our value-driven pricing so that you'll give us the ultimate compliment, recommending us to someone you know. Find us online, AquariusHomeservices.com.
For the Alexandria girls volleyball team in the home opener as the Cardinals welcome the defending Class 4A Section 8 champion Sartell Sabres to town. Sartell's playing its season opener tonight. Alexandria playing its second match overall. We'll have a substitution as Emma Keene will be in for Sartell to play in the back row. Caitlin Wong will check out. Meanwhile, the Alexandria Cardinals will have the serve. And it's Greta Suki in to serve for the Cardinals. And it's worked up to the left side where Andy Benninghoff will use Alexandria's block as a target and get the kill.
Yep, she was able, we had the double block there. She was able to split the two blockers and get that ball through.
Sydney Freeler now in as a substitution for the Sartell Sabres, and she's back at the serving line. Deep serve here played by Lila Schlichting up to Hadley Marty, and then Kruk will get it over. 1, 2, 3 and out, and the Cardinals get a side out after a Sydney Kruk kill.
Yeah, it's always important when you get that 5-6 point lead like we do, that you when you don't score on your serve, that you get the side out right afterwards.
Here comes Scarlett Brown to the line. Her serve is over. First Sartell hit into a block, and then a ball gets dumped over. The Cardinals dig it off the net and volley it over. Now an attack, and this one will be off an Alexandria block, but it's going to be a kill shot there. I believe that's Ronnie Peterson on the left side getting the winner for the Sabres.
Yeah, nice reaction by the Cardinals there. The initial dig was by Hadley Marty, but I think there's almost 3 digs on that play to get the ball over the net.
Now Taylor Draxler Gainsforth back in for the Sabres. She goes to serve. Sydney Kruk's attack is defended by Sartell, but then the push attempt by Kaya Schumann gets swept into the net, and that's going to mean side out to Alexandria. Now Kruk will check out as Riley Byer will re-enter for the Alexandria Cardinals.
She comes in for Sydney Kruk.
And it will be a Byer serving with her team up by 6 in this opening set. Deep serve here up to the front. Thompson back sets, and the hit by Benninghoff is dug out, but we've got I believe, a player down on the floor, and that is not a good sight to see. Scott Scholl from Heartland Orthopedic Specialists immediately out to attend to the player who seemed to come down awkwardly as she was getting that strike from the right side.
Yeah, I think they just blew the play dead there and will call a replay.
Yep, and I would
rightly so.
Yeah, likely we would have a substitution in for the player that is down. I don't know if it is Benninghoff necessarily, so we'll identify when she is helped up onto her feet. But Riley Murad out there, she's wearing the dark-colored hooded sweatshirt, and if you're watching on our YouTube channel, Scott Scholl from Heartland Orthopedic Specialists is wearing the red polo. Alexandria's jersey combination tonight, the black tops, black shorts, white numerals on the front and the back, and the word Alexandria on the back of the Cardinals jersey. Sartell school colors are royal blue and white. The Sabres wearing the white jersey tops, dark-colored shorts, royal blue numerals, and the word Sartell on the back of the jersey. Now the players that are liberos tonight are wearing a different uniform combination because that is required of the libero. So that means for the Sabres, Lily Beckstrom is wearing the dark-colored jersey top and the cream-colored number 2 on both the front and back of her jersey. And Emily Doherty, the libero for Alexandria, is wearing the white jersey top and the uniform number 7 on the front and the back of her jersey. And again, we have an official stoppage here as an injured Sartell Sabres player is being tended to at the present time. And looks like she's going to be helped up, and at least she is sitting up at the moment, but no pressure on her feet as of yet, so she has not gotten off the gym floor, and I think she will need assistance to be helped, and I believe that's Lydia Whale, the player that is being helped, and looks like she's situated on a chair with wheels, so she will be worked over where Scott Scholl can look at her a little more closely, but no points off of the last stoppage there because of the injury, so a reset here, and it's again Riley Byer serving. Sartell will play it. It comes up to the left side, and the hit down the line goes out on the attempt by Kaya Schumann. So the Cardinals grow the lead to 7. It's now Alexandria 22, Sartell 15. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Deep serve here for Byer, played here by Emma Keene. Then it comes into the middle, and a strong hit there results in a side out for Sartell.
Yeah, when you have a front row setter, she can attack with that power sweep, and a nice play that time by Sartell.
So a side out to the Sabres here. And a serve is over. Cardinals cannot return it. It's going to be a hitting error there. And Kate Thompson will serve again for Sartell. 22-17, Alexandria's lead is 5. This is the opening set in a best of 5. Schlichting will attack, going diagonal from the left side. Ball gets dumped over, getting a nice high set there from Hadley Marty. Alexandria's lead is 5. Schlichting will record the kill. This is the opening set in a best of 5. Quality Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays if you are watching tonight on our YouTube channel.
Well, the Cardinals aren't running a true 6-2 offense, but because Hadley was a setter on that play, and she's in the front row.
Now it's Lila Schlichting's turn to serve. It's received by Beckstrom up to Kate Thompson. Then the attack off a double block and good. Kaya Schumann able to power through there for the Sabres.
Now, the Sabres have been attacking from that left pin position most of the time.
And now it's Kaya Schumann going back to the line, and the Cardinals would like to get a side out quick if they can. Riley Byer gets the ball to Marty, then Larkin Rupert's hit into a block. Dug out here by Avery Polzel. Now a swing by Rupert, that's dug out here. Dump back over by Thompson. Alexandria with the play. Back row attack is going to be good. And that's Lila Schlichting getting the winner for Alexandria. And now a set point opportunity here for the Cardinals, who are in front 24-18.
It's really nice to see the Cardinals moving the ball around and attacking from multiple positions.
Emily Doherty's serve did not clear the net. It was going to be a let, but not enough oomph to get over, so it's a miss. And Sartell is still alive in this first set, down 24-19. Lily Beckstrom will now be the server for the Sabres. Floater serve here, played by Schlichting, up to Riley Byer, then Larkin Rupert's hit into a block. Cardinals will reload. Schlichting from the 10-foot line does not get her hit over. And it's a point for the Sabres. Alexandria 24, Sartell 20. The Sabres would love to see Lily Beckstrom get on a serving run late in this opening set. Here's Larkin Rupert receiving. Now to Byer, then back to Rupert, or hit down the line, and it goes up front, and a tip is over by Avery Pope, and run late in this opening set. And it's going to be the tip for Scarlett Brown to give Alexandria the opening set victory. Now to Byer, then back to Rupert, or hit down the line, and it goes up front. 20. We're going to take a break. We'll enjoy these messages from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage, and we'll be back next with the second set of girls volleyball from Alexandria Area High School. Stay close.
A fender bender, a big idea, the next chapter.
Different days have different needs,
but they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western. All under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
In Cardinal Country, drive means more than getting from here to there. It's showing up, putting in the work, and finding another gear when it matters. For 50 years, Juttner Motors has shared that commitment, helping Central Minnesota drivers find their right vehicle. The Cardinals bring the drive, and Juttner Motors helps you find yours. Juttner Motors, proudly behind the Cardinals. See their full lineup at JuttnerMotors.com.
Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
When your child is struggling, knowing what to do next can feel overwhelming. A sudden change in behavior, intense emotions, anxiety, or thoughts that concern you can leave parents wondering where to turn. You don't have to face that moment alone.
We're here. Region 4 South Crisis Team provides mobile 24/7 mental health support and resources. Call Region 4 Crisis at 701-364-0431.
Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
When you choose
choose a locally owned pharmacy like Trum Drug, you get more than a place to pick up a prescription. You get access to a pharmacist who's here to answer your questions and help you make informed decisions about your health. It's personalized service from people who take the time to know you. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Trum Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
Since 1977, Collins Home Center has been proud to be part of the community we call home and to support Cardinal athletics. Because being local means being invested in the people around you. It also means offering competitive prices and great value. We're focused on Alexandria, not Wall Street. Our customers have names, not numbers. So when it comes time for new appliances, furniture, mattresses, or your next home project, think outside the big box and shop with the people you know and products you trust at Collins Home Center in Alexandria.
We return to Alexandria Area High School, and the visiting Sartell Sabres are going to get the first point as Alexandria was not completely set to serve receive. So Lily Beckstrom will get another opportunity to serve, and she's going to deal an ace. And the Sabres get off to the quick start early, 2-0. Lily Beckstrom joined on the court here by Addie Benninghoff, Caitlin Wong, Kate Thompson, along with Kaya Schumann and Ronnie Peterson. Now the next serve played by Alexandria. It comes up to Larkin Rupert, left sider hit dug out by Thompson. Now we're going to have an attack on the left side, and it does not get through by Addie Benninghoff, and a side out to the Cardinals. Alexandria started the second set with Riley Byer, Hadley Marty, Larkin Rupert, Lila Schlichting, Scarlett Brown, and Avery Posel. Posel went to the bench for the libero, Emily Doherty. Now Hadley Marty will serve for Alexandria. Sartell returns the serve. Larkin Rupert will send it over on a left side swing. Now we've got a play by Wong, and that's dug out. Cardinals will set it up, and Rupert's hit clears the net. Scramble here, and Beckstrom will volley it over. Now the Cardinals go with a quick set, and the hit in the middle by Scarlett Brown kept alive. Volley back over by Benninghoff. Now a play comes to the right side, and Crocht will swing. Beckstrom digs it out. Now we're going to have a back row attack from the 10-foot line, but Kaya Schumann kind of floating over, could not get a lot of punch on that swing. And it's a point for Alexandria as the Cardinals tie it.
Yeah, nice rally by both teams there, but then miss hit into the net by Sartell.
So another serve here for the Cardinals, Hadley Marty. Sartell returns it. Now it comes into the middle. The attack by Brown kept alive. Now a back set by Thompson. The hit by Wong is dug out. Now sent back over. Marty with the tip. Now it's going to be played into the middle. A hit gets rejected. Then it gets sent back over on a free ball. Now a back row floater is going to be good. That was excellent work there by Kaya Schumann. Tim, it almost seemed like she went off speed on that swing.
Yeah, she did. She did go off speed and just found a hole in the middle there.
So 3-2 now for the Sartell Sabres. Caitlin Wong serves. It's going to be played back over. Now Sartell looks to return, but the hit is going to go out of bounds. And a side out to Alexandria. Greta Suki will come in as a substitution. Meanwhile, we're going to have Emma Keene coming in as a substitution. Caitlin Wong will check out, and Larkin Rupert checks out for Alexandria. Suki with the serve. Deep serve, then this will be played to the back wall late in this opening, and Larkin Rupert checks out for Alexandria. Suki. And that makes it 4-3 for Alexandria.
Is that our first ace serve, Dave?
I believe it is.
I was looking for to see if we still had the same celebration afterwards, and we did.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my! And now we're going to have a ball that goes out. I think Kate Thompson was going to try to attack on the second ball there, and did not get her hit in play.
She had a good, solid swing. It just ended up a little wide.
5-3 now for the Cardinals. Next serve by Suki, low pass. Now it comes to Keene. Then the hit goes over, and it seemed like the passing sequence broke down a little bit there for the Sabres.
Well, there, the ball was kind of between two players, but Suki's putting some pressure on him right now with some really good, strong serves.
Now another serve by Gretasuki, played here by Kaya Schumann. Libero will set it up, and the left side attack is good. Going diagonal to get the kill shot is Addie Benninghoff for the Sartell Sabres. Now we'll have Sydney Freeler back in for the Sabres. Her team down 6-4 in this second set. Good top spin on the Freeler serve, played by Emily Doherty up to the middle. The attack by Brown into a block, a reload here. Then it's sent back over by Hadley Marty. Sartell will look to set it up. It's going to be sent over. Roll shot here, dug out by Schlichting. And now set up, and it comes back to a reload Lila here. Schlichting, and she'll get the winner by Hadley Marty. Sartell will look to set it up. It's going to be sent over. Roll shot here, dug out by Schlichting. And now
spike.
Now Avery Posel back in for the libero Emily Doherty. Scarlett Brown goes back to serve. Her serve played by Sartell. The attack left side, angled out. Kaya Schumann was trying to go down the line there for the Sabres and could not get the hit in play. Point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals now lead 8-4. So 8 of the last 10 points in this set have gone Alexandria's way. And then Kate Thompson able to come through with a dump.
Yep.
And she'll get it over for the winner here.
Yep, nice timing on that second hit.
So now we'll have Taylor Draxler Gainsforth back in. Taya Hansen comes in to play in the front row. It's Draxler Gainsforth to serve. Played by Alexandria. Good quick set there. The reload here. And some power by Posel. Taya Hansen to put the ball away. In the front row. It's Draxler Gainsforth to serve. And now we'll have a substitution. By Alexandria will come in for Alexandria.
You know, you can just tell all these girls that had all this court time last year are just physically stronger this year.
Riley Byers serve over with Alexandria leading by 4. Quick set here by Thompson. The middle attack by Ronnie Peterson dug out. Now we're going to have a hit left side down the line by Schlichting. Deflected, and it's going to be good for the kill. And a point for the Alexandria Cardinals, who now have a 10-5 advantage here in this set. Alexandria won the first set by 5. Deep serve here, played by Freeler. Up to Thompson, then the hit is rejected back. And it's going to be a point for the Cardinals. Double block up front, I believe, for Alexandria.
Yeah, you know, we got the block, and that ball might have been outside the line, but I think it was touched by one of the Sartell players on the rebound.
And now another serve here for Riley Byer.
She has an ace.
Yeah, and that's going to prompt a timeout here. And we're going to take a 30-second break as well. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. Alexandria leads the match by a set. And in set number 2, it's the Cardinals 12, the Sartell Sabres 5.
Hi, I'm Corey Hagenson, Body Shop Manager. Thank you for choosing us for all your collision repairs.
Hi, I'm Jason Halstead, Parts Manager. Thanks for stopping in for all your parts and accessory needs.
This is Ross Wigman, General Sales Manager. Thank you for choosing us for your new Chevy truck. Hi, I'm Jack Nettleton, Sales Manager. Thanks for making us the best dealer in the Lakes area.
I'm Mark Cruz, General Manager. Taking care of our community starts with your trust in us, so thank you. Find us at alexandria-chev.com.
DMAC, Coach C, and JP, the crew with you on our late media platforms tonight, including the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and on KXRA Radio, along with the Voice of Alexandria app. 12-5, Alexandria has the second set lead after the Cardinals won the opening set 25-20. Now we're going to have Riley Byer again to serve. She's been on a mini serving run here for Alexandria. Sabres received the serve. The hit by the Sabres, Kaya Schumann into a block, and then the Cardinals do play it over, but can't get the ball in play, and it's going to be a side out to Sartell. Emma Keene will leave as Caitlin Wong will come back into the front row, and the setter Kate Thompson will go back to serve. Angled serve. Doherty gets it to Hadley Marty, and then the line shot is good. Avery Posel will get the kill shot for Alexandria. The senior coming through with the pound, and it's 13-6. Lila Schlichting's turn to serve now for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's the serve played by Schumann to Thompson, then a tip over, but the tip goes out of bounds. I think Taya Hennon was looking to go finesse there, but unfortunately for her, finessed the ball out.
Yeah, they've really had a lot of hitting errors.
14-6 now for Alexandria. Keep in mind, Sartell is playing its season opener tonight. Now a roll shot here by Sydney Freeler, dug out. Cardinals will play it up to Rupert. Her hit dug out by Freeler. Thompson gets it. Now it comes up to Schumann. Her hit away from the block. The Cardinals dig it out. But then, as Marty was looking to set it up, unfortunately nobody got underneath to return the ball. So it's a side out to the Sartell Sabres.
That's too bad because Larkin Rupert had a nice dig there.
Kaya Schumann serving. Now Rupert will attack, and her hit is off the block and good. Rupert with the kill shot for Alexandria, and the Cardinals go on top by 8. It's 15-7. Now you'll have Emily Doherty serving for Alexandria. Her serve played by the Sabres. Wong will attack. It's dug out here by Schlichting to Riley Beyer, then to Rupert. Her hit into a block, and then the Cardinals scramble, and I think we're going to have...
Yeah, Hadley was able to play the ball, but her momentum took her across the center line.
So that stopped play there, and a point for the Sabres. 15-8 for Alexandria. Deep serve here, played by Doherty. Up to Riley Beyer. Now the attack by Rupert kept alive. Tipped back over. Now a scramble. Rupert will have another swing. She'll go line. Left side and get the winner.
Alex, no, I think the ball was
up to Riley
outside
Beyer. Now the attack by Rupert kept alive.
Too
back
sweet
over
down
the line there. So error there. So a point for Sartell, and it's now 15-9, and another serve for Backstrom. Now the right side attack by Hadley Marty kept alive. Volleyed back over here by Ronnie Peterson. Now a quick set, middle attack here by Brown, and Sartell scrambles but cannot bring the ball back.
Scramble is the right word. We had them scrambling both times we sent the ball over to their side of the net.
Now we're going to have a substitution here as Sartell's going to take another timeout. We're going to go to the break as well. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard with Alexandria leading on its home floor 1-0. The game 2 numbers so far, Cardinals 16, the Sartell Sabres 9.
Arnquist Flooring is proud to stand with Alexandria Cardinals. Our team isn't just local. Most of us are Cardinal alumni with kids carrying on that same school pride today. As a community-focused local business, we believe in giving back to the place that shaped us. Supporting Cardinal sports is just one way we say thank you to Alexandria. Arnquist Flooring, your hometown team for quality flooring, installation, design service, and community pride.
Alexandria 16, Sartell 9 in girls volleyball as we are in the second set. Tim Zupfer, Dave McClurg with the broadcast. JP Bolin, our videographer tonight. And it's Hadley Marty serving, and she will serve out. And it goes back to Sartell on the side out. Third missed serve of the night for the Alexandria Cardinals. Sartell to this point has missed one serve. And now the serve for Caitlin Wong. Received by Alexandria. Rupert will attack. Her hits off a block. Now it's dumped over by Thompson, played by Doherty, but that led to a swing in the middle and a good strong hit there. I think Peterson will get the kill for Sartell.
Yeah, good play by Emily to dig that ball up, but it ended up being the perfect set for the other side, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's now 16-11. Wong to serve again. Cardinals play it. Rupert will attack from the left side, and she finds an opening and records the winner for Alexandria. Side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Now we have Rupert checking out as Greta Suki will re-enter, and Suki will be back at the serving line. Her serve on a line played by Schumann, set up by Thompson, and the left side attack by Addie Benninghoff is good. Point for Sartell
that time.
Yep, and it's now 17-12 for Alexandria. Benninghoff will check out as Sydney Freeler re-enters. Her serve on a line played by Doherty. Quick set, and then the hit over and good. It almost seemed like Scarlett Brown gave a facial to the Sartell defender there, but I think due in part, Tim, that was a nice set there by Hadley Marty.
Well, and it was just as good of a pass off the dig by Emily Doherty as well.
And now Brown will serve for the Cardinals. Sartell looks to return. The hit goes into a block. Thompson will get it to the right side, and the hit is going to be good for Peterson. Ronnie Peterson getting the winner there for the Sabres. So right now the teams are trading side-out points. Alexandria doesn't mind that as long as Sartell doesn't score on its own serve. 18-13 Alexandria. Here's Kaya Schumann to serve. Comes up to the right side, and the attack is going to be good.
Yeah, as you said, we continue to side them out when they're serving, so Sartell can't get back in this unless they get a serving run.
So the Cardinals with a 6-point lead. Riley Byer will re-enter for Alexandria. 19-13. Here's a deep serve, worked up front. Thompson with a high set to the left side. The hit by Schumann kept alive. Now an attack by Lila Schlichting, dug out by Schumann. Now to Thompson, back to Schumann, or hit dug out by Byer. Now to Marty, then the hit over the block is good. Up to Riley. Excellent read there by the sophomore Lila Schlichting, dug out by Schumann. Sensing the Thompson, back to Schumann, or hit dug out by Byer. Now to Marty.
The defense is solid as well.
20-13 for the Cardinals. Byer's next serve played by the Sabres, and the hit left side does not clear the net. I think Kaya Schumann sent it into the net.
Yeah, we had a double block there with Marty and Posel.
21-13 for Alexandria. Once our second set wraps up, we'll have our mid-match report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. And that might be potentially just 3 points away for the Cardinals for Alexandria, as they're looking to go up 2 sets. Second set wraps up, we'll have our mid-match report.
Ace serve by Riley Byer.
And now another serve, this one received by Freeler. Tip over, it goes off the top of the net. The Cardinals will play it. Now Schlichting's attack into a block, kept alive. Doherty will feed it to Schlichting, that hit dug out. Now we've got to play up to the left side. Schumann's attack is rejected back. And it's going to be a double block on that right side. Again, our thanks to Quali Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays on our YouTube channel. I think it was Marty and Avery Posel again teaming up for the block.
Yes, it was.
So Byer will deal again for Alexandria, which has a double-digit lead against the defending section champions until now. As Kate Thompson will send it over on the second pass and get the tip kill. Side out to the Sabres.
Yeah, she's a couple times now has a couple dumps for points.
23-14 for Alexandria. Nearly an ace serve. It will be an ace serve for Thompson. Alexandria 23, Sartell 15. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates tonight. Cardinals won the first set by 5 points. Here's the next serve. It's deep. Emily Doherty plays it to Suki. Then Riley Byer has to volley it over. Now Sartell will set it up. It's a right side attack. Oh my! Holy smoke! Did Lila Schlichting get in the way? Suki, then Riley Byer has to volley it over. There. Now Sartell will set it up. It's a right side attack. And a set point for the Alexandria Cardinals. 24-15 for Alexandria. Lila Schlichting to serve. It's a let. Played by Thompson, volleyed up by Freeler. The attack by Schumann is kept alive briefly, but Schumann will end up getting the kill.
Yeah, nice dig there by Doherty, but we just weren't able to keep the ball in play.
So it's 24-16 for Alexandria. And the serve by Schumann. Played by the Cardinals, quick set. Postal's hit into a block. Doherty is going to set it up for Larkin Rupert. That hit off the top of the net. Kept alive by Thompson. Then it goes to Beckstrom. And now the Cardinals look to send it on a tip over by Hadley Marty, but to no avail. So Sartell's going to get the point, and the Sabres are still alive in this second set, trailing 24-17. Now we have another serve. This will be played by Schlichting up to Hadley Marty, and the hit down the line is good. It's going to be Larkin Rupert getting the kill shot, and the Alexandria Cardinals take the second set here by a score of 25-17, and Alexandria now leads 2-0 with the third set on the way next. But we're going to move into our mid-match report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods. Live, love, local. Shop Eldon's Fresh Foods at 3rd and Nakoma Streets in Alexandria. The Cardinals, off of their victory against Monticello last Thursday to open the season, looking pretty solid in the home opener. Tim, what are some of your impressions of what Alexandria has done to claim the first two sets of the night?
Well, I think, Coach Hess mentioned, wanting to play that, do a good job of playing that first ball, and I think they've gotten that first pass to the setter consistently. Hadley Marty doing most of the setting, other than when she has the first hit on the play, and she's moving the ball around nicely. So, we've got a very, multifaceted attack, which I think has been good. Our defense has been solid, and then I would say the last piece of it is we've blocked pretty well.
Yeah, and I think that's frustrated the Sabres, and I think, and not to knock Sartell, I think it's opening night for the Sabres, and obviously you're not going to get a finely polished product. And some of the Sabres are doing some things tonight that they definitely will clean up on as this season goes on.
Yeah, and I don't know their team well enough, but sometimes losing a player like they did in the middle of that second set can throw a whole wrench into things, and you end up you're playing combinations sometimes that you haven't practiced with as well.
So Alexandria leads 2-0, and that is our mid-match report presented to you on our platforms by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. We will come back and have the third set of Cardinal Girls Volleyball next.
At Eldon's Fresh Foods, quality is more than a promise, it's what we do every day. From crisp, farm-fresh vegetables to juicy, hand-selected fruits. And in our butcher shop, you'll find high-quality meats, cut and trimmed fresh daily by our expert team. Plus a bakery and deli filled with fresh-baked products, delicious favorites, and custom-made creations. And discover the difference at Eldon's Fresh Foods, your hometown grocery store.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
Dave McClure, Tim Zupfer, and our videographer is J.P. Boleen. And we welcome you to our broadcast tonight. High school girls volleyball, our first broadcast of the new school year. Alexandria leads 2-0, and the Cardinals will have the first serve of set number 3 with Hadley Marty at the line. Her serve is a let, and it's played by the Sabres. Thompson will set it up. Coming around on a slide as Ronnie Peterson, her hit is dug out, now sent back by the Sabres. Here's an attack by Sydney Kroc that goes over the block, and now we're going to have a hit that is in play. It'll be Kaya Schumann getting the kill there for Sartell. Now we'll have a couple of players in. Taya Hansen off the bench. Taylor Draxler Gainsford in, and she will be the server now for Sartell. Serve played here by Lila Schlichting, up to Hadley Marty, then in the middle. A hit by Scarlett Brown, kept alive. Now we've got an attack dug out by Doherty. Now a back row attack by Schlichting, and that finds the line. It's in play for the Doherty in the middle. A hit by Scarlett Brown kept alive.
Side out to Alexandria.
An attack dug out by started off the now a back row attack set here with the likes of Hadley Marty, Larkin Rupert, Lila Schlichting, Sydney Crocht, Scarlett Brown, and Avery Polzel. Now we've got Greta Suki in as a substitution, and she will serve. Sartell returns, but it will go out.
Yeah, they took it over on the second attack there, but they attacked it wide.
So the Cardinals have a 2-1 lead here in this third set. Alexandria leads the match 2-0. Here's a line serve played by Emma Keene, who's now in. Now the back row attack by Sydney Freeler is good. Not the most conventional way to get the point, but Thompson was able to set it up, and Freeler came through strong. Side out to Sartell, and it's deuces on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was positioned perfectly in the back corner.
Now the serve by Kate Thompson, returned by Alexandria. The tip is out on the attempt by Schlichting. So Sartell goes in front in a must-win set 3, 3-2. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. Line serve here. Doherty gets it up to Hadley Marty. Middle attack here by Brown, and I believe we're going to have a
net violation.
Yep, on Sartell. So now the Cardinals will have Scarlett Brown at the serving line, tied at 3. And here's an ace. And Tim, they're able to show their ace dance. Cardinals will have Scarlett Brown involves a lot of serving line, waving arms and tied at 3, and dancing legs and everything like that. So next Scarlett Brown serve is going to be up to the net, and the block by Alexandria is effective. This time it's going to be Crocht and Polzel teaming up for that double block, and the Cardinals have a 5-3 lead. Scarlett Brown to deal again. The serve is played by Emma Keene, volleyed up by Thompson, and Keene will volley it over. Alexandria can run the offense. It comes into the middle for Polzel, who will put it away. Avery Polzel with the kill shot for the Alexandria Cardinals, who now have a 6-3 advantage. And Tim, we're starting to see Alexandria get some separation. 3 serves in a row here for Scarlett Brown.
Yeah, she's kept them off balance.
And now she tried to get an ace going down the right side, but it's going to be missed. And that will be the 4th miss from the serving line tonight.
That was just a little bit wide right.
And a side out to Sartell. Kaya Schumann to serve. Alexandria with the play. It comes up to Schlichting left side, and she does not get her hit in play. So a point for the Sabres, and Sartell draws to within 1. It's Alexandria 6, Sartell 5. Next serve is a let, played by Schlichting. Back set by Marty, comes to Crocht, but she can't get her hit in play. So now we've got 6s on the scoreboard as Sartell is battled back. The Sabres must win this set to prolong the evening here at Alexandria Area High School. Here's a deep serve. Schlichting will get it to Marty, then back to Schlichting, and her hit is into the net. It does not clear, and Tim, now we're seeing Alexandria not being able to execute on offense.
Yeah, we just haven't quite put a couple hits in play here.
So the Sabres have the lead, and a let serve is going to result in an ace for Kaya Schumann. So a 2-point advantage for Sartell. I believe this equals the biggest advantage for the Sabres tonight in any of the sets. Now a deep serve, and it's angled out of bounds, inadvertently throwing the DMAC jinx out there. The miss drops Sartell's lead to 1. And a side out to the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's Riley Byer checking in, and she'll be back to serve. Her serve is played by Sartell. Thompson will volley it up. It'll be a right side diagonal attack, and that's going to be good. And a point here for the Sabres.
Sartell's had some success attacking, not right at the net, but setting the ball, 4 or 5 feet off the net.
9-7 now for the Sabres. Lily Bäckström with the serve. Cardinals set it up. Cardinals and Hadley Marty able to deal it
right at the
to
net, the ball,
Lila Schlichting, who will get the winner for Alexandria. 9-7 now for the Sabres. Cardinals back to within Lily Bäckström with the State Bank scoreboard has Sartell leading 9-8. And now here is Schlichting to serve. This one will be angled to the far side. Now an attack here by Benninghoff will be over for the kill. Benninghoff getting the winner, so now the Sabres go back on top by 2. It is a 10-8 Sartell lead. Here's a serve on a line played by Schlichting, set up by Hadley Marty. It's a slide by Posel. Her hit kept alive. Now an attack in the middle, and it's good. And Sartell builds the lead to 3 after the Ronnie Peterson kill. It's the Sabres 11, the Alexandria Cardinals 8.
Yeah, Sartell's had more success with their offensive attack this set.
Now it'll be Sydney Freeler serving again. Serve played by Riley Beyer. Up to Hadley Marty, then down the line, and Rupert will put it away. Larkin Rupert with the kill shot for the Alexandria Cardinals. And side out to Alexandria. Libero Emily Doherty will be serving here for the Cardinals. Deep serve played by Bäckström, set up by Thompson. Back row attack is over, and then I think we had violation by the Cardinals there, so a side out to the Sabres. So Alexandria not able to get anything going with its on its serve. Emma Keene will re-enter as she'll spell Addie Benninghoff, and Keene will be the server. Serve received by Larkin Rupert, set up by Beyer. Back to Rupert with the off speed, and then it's volleyed back over, and the Cardinals unable to play it. Ronnie Peterson with that volley will get the kill, and it's going to be Sam Hess, the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals, will take his team's first time out here in the third set, and we will go to the break as well. Alexandria leads the match 2-0, but in game 3 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, the Cardinals trail Sartell 13-9.
Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
When you choose a locally owned pharmacy like Trump Drug, you get more than a place to pick up a prescription. You get access to a pharmacist who's here to answer your questions and help you make informed decisions about your health. It's personalized service from people who take the time to know you. Trump Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School with continuing coverage of prep volleyball. Alexandria is down by 4 in the set, though the Cardinals lead the match 2-0. Sartell looking to expand on the lead, and we're going to have a hit that goes long after the Cardinals return the latest serve from Emma Keene. Now we'll have a side out as Sydney Crocht will re-enter. Riley Beyer checks out, and Hadley Marty will be back to serve. First serve played by the Sabres. It's going to be a slide on the attempt here by Ronnie Peterson. Now played in the middle, and the hit will be good. That's Scarlett Brown getting the winner for the Cardinals. Played by the Sabres. It's going to be a slide on the attempt here by Ronnie Peterson. Now played in the middle, and yeah, let's see if we can string some points together off the serve of Marty. Here's a deep serve played by Emma Keene. Now a back row attack by Freeler is going to be off the block and good. And just unfortunately for Alexandria was not blocked back.
Right.
But it's going to be a point for Sartell. Taya Hennon comes into play in the front row for the libero Lily Bäckström. Taylor Draxler gains fourth now in to serve for Sartell. Alexandria returns the hit by Croct, kept alive. Now we've got a play over. It's dug out by Scarlett Brown, and now we're going to have an attack into the net. And Alexandria falls behind by 4. It's now Sartell 15, Alexandria 11. The Cardinals won the opening 2 sets by 5 and by 8 points. Here's the next serve. It's set up, and the hit by Brown kept alive. Now Sartell is going to get it to the left side, where it's going to be put away by Kaya Schumann.
Sartell has definitely adjusted to the pace of the play much better this set.
Yeah, and they are getting into a rhythm, although a missed serve kind of hinders the effort. Side out to Alexandria. Cardinals down by 4. Larkin Rupert out, Greta Suki in. Suki will be back to serve for the Alexandria Cardinals. Here's a deep serve played by Lily Beckstrom. Thompson will dump it over. It's dug out by Suki. Now to Hadley Marty, then the diagonal hit by Schlichting kept alive. Set here, now a tip over. It's dug out by Marty to Doherty. Now to Schlichting, her hit kept alive by Kaya Schumann. Now a back row attack by Freeler. That's dug out by Doherty. Kept alive by Suki. Now to Lila Schlichting. That hit off a block. Alexandria reloads to the right side. The hit kept alive by Sartell. Now a hit down the line by Kaya Schumann. Kept alive by Alexandria. Sydney Croc's swing is dug out here. Now a tip over by Thompson, read by Greta Suki. Now the play, and Lila Schlichting is going to record the winner. Alexandria, Sydney Croc's swing is dug out here.
Yeah, I think
now a
so.
tip over
Now,
by Thompson,
who do you want
read
to give
by
the play
Greta
of
Suki.
the game? Do
now
we give
the
it to
play
one of
and
the
defenders, or do we give it?
That's a really
I mean,
good question.
Greta Suki did a nice job getting to the floor.
I was thinking she had a couple of really nice digs during that rally.
Yeah, I think we'll give Greta Suki for the defensive work our Culver's play of the game. That long rally leading to an Alexandria point. Now we have an attack by Schlichting over the block, kept alive. Free ball attack, and it's going to be gobbled up by Scarlett Brown, and Brown will get the winner. So it's timeout now for Sartell head coach Riley Murad, and we're going to take the 30-second break as well. The Sabres lead is 2 in set 3. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard reads Sartell 16, Alexandria 14.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. I'm Todd Whiting, Century 21. It takes practice and diligence. It's trusting in others to help guide you to the best end result. And it takes a lot of hard work. Same is true for working with a realtor. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, First Realty, 766-2200. Good luck to all the Cardinal sports athletes.
This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, brought to you by Alex Rubbish and Recycling. And we thank you for watching our streaming channel, the Voice of Alexandria channel on YouTube, featuring the play-by-play. And Alexandria is getting a little more momentum as Greta Suki will continue to serve. A hitting error for Sartell has brought the Cardinals back to within 1, trailing 16-15. Suki will deal again, and this is into the net. Missed serve number 5 in the match for the Cardinals. Sartell has missed a total of 3 serves tonight. And here's Kate Thompson serving for Sartell. Serve played by Suki. It comes up to Hadley Marty, then to Lila Schlichting. The hit off the block. Ball hangs in the air, falls on the Sabres side of the half court. So it's going to be a kill shot for Lila Schlichting. And the Cardinals back to within 1. And Scarlett Brown will be the server for Alexandria. Her serve with some top spin. It ends up being an overpass. And then the dump by Schlichting ends up being dug out, and Sartell returns it. Now an attack by Croct off a deflection. kept alive. Thompson will send it. Now it's going to be sent over. Oh my, what a soft hit there by Emma Keene, finding an opening on the Alexandria side of the half court, and Sartell earns the point.
Yeah, they've had some success, hitting some of those balls just over the top of our blockers.
So it's 18-16 Sartell. Now the Cardinals receive. It's into the middle, and a hit by Pozo is going to be good for the kill.
Great adjustment on that. Nice pass by Schlichting, but it was tight to the net, and a great adjustment by Hadley Marty to get to that ball and set it cleanly.
Riley Byer back in, and she'll serve with her team down by 1. Serve played by Sartell. Now it's going to be tipped over, kept alive by Byer. Up to Hadley Marty. Now Schlichting cannot convert. Her hit is into the net. So again, Alexandria prevented the opportunity for the tie. And now Lily Beckstrom will come in to serve. She'll be at the serving line. Ronnie Peterson in as a substitution. Doherty feeds the ball to Marty, then it comes over, and it's going to be a hit out of bounds by Avery Pozo. And the Sabres now take a 20-17 lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals got close but couldn't get that magic one to tie it up.
Doherty will play it to Marty, and then the hit by Schlichting is off a deflection. Sartell returns the attack. Now a chance here, and it's going to be sent over by Pozo. Now we've got a block by Pozo at the net. Ball volleyed up, and another attempt. Pozo blocks it again. Now Sartell scrambles and will tip it over, but it goes out. It's going to be sent over by Pozo
with a
now we've got a block by Pozo at the net. Opportunity. Volleyed up,
and there was
another attempt.
Pozo
blocks it again.
Side, and she wanted to put it down, but knew it would have been a roofing call. If she did, she held back.
Lila Schlichting now to serve for the Cardinals. Her serve is deep, played by Beckstrom. Set up by Thompson. Back row attack here by Kaya Schumann, dug out. Now a tip over by Schlichting, kept alive. Now an attempt here. Benninghoff goes cross court from the left side and gets the winner for Sartell.
Sartell really moving so much better defensively and keeping a lot of balls alive that were getting to the floor in the first 2 sets.
Yeah, Sartell seems to be gaining some momentum here in this 3rd set, intent on extending the evening at Alexandria Area High School. Sydney Freeler will serve. Her serve played by Schlichting. Up to Doherty, then the attack by Larkin Rupert, dug out. Now an attempt here. Benninghoff got blocked. She'll dig it out. Now Thompson back sets. Freeler got blocked up front. There's Avery Pozo with another ace block for Alexandria. So the Cardinals draw to within 2 again, trailing 21-19.
Emily Doherty back to serve.
Let's see if she can get on a little serving spurt. Serve played by Sartell. Benninghoff passed it away from the net. It'll be a back row attack the Cardinals can play, and it's going to be tipped over. The attack by Larkin.
Tim, it almost looked like that ball was going to sail over the net, but Hadley Marty kind of got in and placed it away from the net.
Well, she's in the front row now, so she's able to make that play. Otherwise, she would have been scrambling to save that ball back.
21-20 Sartell. Deep serve played by Schumann. Back set by Thompson. Now the attack is going to be good on that right side for the Sabres. I think Ronnie Peterson able to come through. And the Sabres lead by 2, 22-20. And Emma Keene will come back in to serve. She'll spell Addie Benninghoff. Sartell must win this 3rd set to prolong it to a 4th set. Deep serve here, played by Riley Byer, volleyed up by Doherty, then sent over by Larkin Rupert. And now here's an attempt by Thompson to send it back. It was blocked, now tipped over. And now the Cardinals with the play. It's going to be sent back here by Scarlett Brown. Now a slide here, but the hit goes out on the attempt by Ronnie Peterson. The Cardinals get the point and will serve down 22-21.
I think this is about our 3rd or 4th opportunity that we've been down 1 with the serve. Let's tie it up this time.
Yeah, I can firmly echo your sentiment there. Hadley Marty's serve played by the Sabres. Up to the left side, the attack by Schumann dug out. Now an attempt here by Sidney Kroc. That's kept alive. Now a back row attack by Freeler off a deflection, and it's good. Boy, Sidney Freeler coming through with a shot there, so that's now 4 times that the Cardinals have had the serve down by 1, failing to tie it up.
Yeah, Sartell just has a little bit more bounce in their step and able to play with the pace of the game better this set.
Now the Cardinals receive the next serve. It's going to be played over. Now an attempt sent back by Sartell. Marty's going to set it up, and the hit by Kroc is rejected up front. A double block there for Sartell. I think Taya Hennen and Kaya Schumann teaming up for the double block. Set point now for Sartell. Rupert will get it to Marty. Back row attack by Schlichting, and the hit is going to be good for the kill as the ball was kind of sent over so strong by Lila Schlichting. It ended up being that pinball effect again.
Right, yeah, it ricocheted off 3 players before they hit the ground.
So Greta Suki now in as a substitution. She'll serve with her team down by 2. Sartell needs a side out to win the set. Thompson will set it up. The left side attack by Schumann dug out. Here's a play and the hit by Schlichting off a block. Sartell will reload the dump over, dug out by Suki. Now a play in the middle, and the hit is good. Quickly set up in the middle for Scarlett Brown, who gets the win.
Well, this is our last chance, Dave, to finally tie that game up. Doesn't happen here, we go to set 4.
Right. We've run out of opportunities after this. Suki's next serve, played up and scramble. Oh my, a couple of back row players tripped. And as a result, Alexandria is going to get the point, and we're tied at 24 all. And now the Sabres are going to take the timeout. We're going to keep it right here as we are now deadlocked on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, 24-24. If you are tuning in a little bit later than our scheduled broadcast start time of 6:30, Alexandria leads the match 2-0. The Cardinals prevailed in the opening set 25 points to 20, took set number 2 25-17. Sartell has played with the lead for much of this third set. Alexandria has had 4 opportunities previously, down by a point with the serve, only to see Sartell get the side out. But now, because of the back row collision, if you will, a couple of players kind of tripping each other, Greta Suki's serve ended up being a point for Alexandria, and we're tied at 24. So this is going to be a very important serve here, as somebody's going to go up by 1. Suki's serve is in play. Received by Beckstrom. Now set up, left side attack by Schumann is dug out. Play goes in the middle, and the hit is good. Suki's serve is in play. Received by Beckstrom. Shot for a kill now there set up by Scarlett Brown. Attack by match point Schumann is dug out. Play goes in the Alexandria, which leads 25-24.
Yeah, I think we came out of the timeout and attacked through the middle that time.
Greta Suki to put the ball over. Played by Sartell. Thompson will set it up. Tip over the block by Taya Hennen is good.
Yep, good read and an off-speed attack there.
So we'll have extra points to determine the winner of the third set. Can Alexandria get a side out in a 25-all tie? Here is Kate Thompson's serve, played by Doherty. Set up by Marty, then the hit into a block and rejected back. I think that's Taya Hennen with the stuff block there for Sartell.
Yeah, we just weren't quite able to turn that ball. We didn't get our hands far enough across the net on that block.
Next serve over, played by Doherty. Up to Marty, middle attack is going to be kept alive. Sartell going for the win here. Hit into a block, kept alive. Thompson will feed it to the left side. Hit over by Kaya Schumann, dug out. Now Doherty will feed it to Kroc, who got it over the block. And the dig by Sartell results in a pass going out of play. Sidney Kroc is going to keep the third set going for Alexandria after getting the kill.
Yeah, Sidney went off speed that time over the blockers.
Scarlett Brown now to serve for Alexandria in a 26-all tie. Serve played by Beckstrom to Thompson. Now the tip, and I believe it's rejected back by Alexandria.
Yeah, it was either that or it didn't clear the net.
Yeah,
I think we did get our fingers on it.
Yep,
though.
so match point opportunity number 2 now for Alexandria. And now it's going to be played up front. Tip goes over. We've got contact at the net by the Cardinals, and set 3 will go on. So it's tied at 27. And the Sabres will have the chance to serve. I believe it's going to be Kaya Schumann at the serving line. Serve is deep, played by Gretasuki up to Hadley Marty, to Schlichting, who cannot get it over. So another set point chance for Sartell. The Sabres had a set point chance earlier and did not convert. Alexandria needs to get a side out to keep this third set going. Kaya Schumann's serve is deep, played by Gretasuki, up to Hadley Marty, and then the overpass never finds its way to Avery Pozo, and we will play on at Alexandria Area High School. The defending section champions get some momentum after an extra point win in set 3, 29-27 for Sartell. We're going to take a timeout, and then we're back with a spot-free 4th set of Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball after this timeout.
A fender bender. A big idea. The next chapter.
Different days have different needs.
But they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western. All under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
In Cardinal Country, drive means more than getting from here to there. It's showing up, putting in the work, and finding another gear when it matters. For 50 years, Juttner Motors has shared that commitment, helping Central Minnesota drivers find their right vehicle. The Cardinals bring the drive, and Juttner Motors helps you find yours. Juttner Motors, proudly behind the Cardinals. See their full lineup at JuttnerMotors.com.
Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
When your child is struggling, knowing what to do next can feel overwhelming. A sudden change in behavior, intense emotions, anxiety, or thoughts that concern you can leave parents wondering where to turn. You don't have to face that moment alone.
We're here. Region 4 South Crisis Team provides mobile 24/7 mental health support and resources. Call Region 4 Crisis at 701-364-0431.
Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
When you choose a locally owned pharmacy like Trump Drug, you get more than a place to pick up a prescription. You get access to a pharmacist who's here to answer your questions and help you make informed decisions about your health. It's personalized service from people who take the time to know you. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Drug, your locally owned pharmacy.
Since 1977, Collins Home Center has been proud to be part of the community we call home and to support Cardinal athletics. Because being local means being invested in the people around you. It also means offering competitive prices and great value. We're focused on Alexandria, not Wall Street. Our customers have names, not numbers. So when it comes time for new appliances, furniture, mattresses, or your next home project, think outside the big box and shop with the people you know and products you trust at Collins Home Center in Alexandria.
Sartell was able to force this match into a 4th set after an extra point win over Alexandria 29-27. And the Sabres have the first serve to start the 4th set. Again, a must win for Sartell. Here's Larkin Rupert with the first attack in the 4th set, and she'll get the winner for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals, one thing, even though Sartell definitely stepped their game up that 3rd set, we had a few more hitting errors that set, and that's probably something they talked about.
Here's Hadley Marty serving. It's played by the Sabres up to Kaya Schumann. Her hit gets volleyed over. Now a rejection up front on the dump attempt, and Scarlett Brown was ready to read that, and she blocked it back. And Alexandria has a 2-0 lead. Cardinals have gotten moments of effective net play tonight. Now a serve into the net, and it goes back to the Sabres on a side out. Sartell will make a couple of substitutions. Libero Lily Bäckström out for Thea Hennon, who was one of the starters for Sartell in this fourth set. Taylor Draxler Gainsforth is now back to serve. Rupert receives, it goes to Marty, then the hit in the middle, and it spins on the net and falls on the Sabres side of the half court. Scarlett Brown with some English on that attack there. Side out to Alexandria. Rupert will leave as Gretasuki will come in as a substitution here. Gretasuki's serve is on a line, played by Keene up to Thompson. Then it's going to be tipped over. Alexandria can run the offense. It comes to Schlichting on the left side. Tipped back over by Sartell. Now an attack right side, and Kroc will put it away.
Well, that was a nice ball reversal there, Tim, by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It comes to Schlichting on the left side. Tipped back over by Sartell.
Side to side.
Now an attack right side, and Kroc tipped over.
So
Alexandria a 4-1 Alexandria lead. Serve played by Bäckström up to Thompson, and then the attack is into the net on Thea Hennon's attempt. And the Cardinals have a 5-1 advantage. Again, this is the season opener for the Sartell Sabres. Match number 2 for Alexandria. Cardinals won in 3 sets at Monticello last Thursday. Here's an attack, and it's sent over the net by Kaya Schumann. And then the Cardinals reload. Good work by Emily Doherty to play the ball up. And then Lila Schlichting able to get her hit in play on the left side for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the dig that time was by Marty, so our setter's out there, and so the libero is the one that's got to set the ball.
Gretasuki to serve again. Now it comes up. Schumann's hit off a deflection, dug out here by Marty. Now an attack by Kroc, kept alive, and it'll be sent over by Sydney Freeler, dug out by Doherty. Marty will feed it to the left side, and the hit is going to be too long on the attempt by Lila Schlichting. I think the Cardinals are
asking for a touch.
Yep, and they
called the ball out.
Yep, so it's going to be a point for Sartell and a side out. Kate Thompson now to serve. Schlichting gets it to Hadley Marty. Then the middle attack is good, and there's Scarlett Brown. She and Lila Schlichting now in double figures in kill shots tonight for Alexandria. Avery Posel and Sydney Kroc each have about a half a dozen kills, but Posel especially has been solid at the net.
Yeah, that last rotation, you got Kroc and Scarlett and Schlichting all in the front row.
Now an attack here by Freeler. It's going to be off a deflection, dug out. Now Schlichting tried the finesse play, but didn't have enough oomph on the ball to send it back. So it's the side out to Sartell. Addie Benninghoff will come in for Sartell to play in the front row, replacing Emma Keene. And now serving here is Kaya Schumann, and her serve is into the net. Cardinals go back on top by 5 points. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard has Alexandria leading this one 8-3. The Cardinals lead the match 2-1. Riley Byer in as a substitution now for Alexandria. Deep serve here, and it is out, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the referee, I think, overruled it.
Yeah, they
I
did.
saw that ball in.
Yeah, and it will end up being an ace by Riley Byer. Point for the Cardinals, who lead 9-3. Byer to deal again. Deep serve. Now this one is definitively out. So back to Sartell on the side out. Now the Sabres will bring Ronnie Peterson off the bench to play in the front row. Lily Bäckström will go back to serve. Her serve played up, and a little bit too high of a serve receive pass. Hadley Marty was going to try to dump it over. Instead, it went into the net.
Yeah, the timing was just off there, and the pass was just a little too tight to the net.
So Bäckström will deal again. Floater serve here, played by the Cardinals, and then the shot away from the block by Lila Schlichting is good. And a point for Alexandria. The Cardinals take a 10-5 lead. Larkin Rupert will re-enter as Gretasuki will check out. Lila Schlichting will be the server for Alexandria. Deep serve here, and it's going to be angled out.
Just a little bit wide.
And that's now 8 missed serves for Alexandria, but I think Coach Hess mentioned it during the pre-match show that he'd like to see his team serve strong and apply a little pressure, and that might mean getting some line shots in and some ones that go barely out. Now here's Larkin Rupert with the attack following the serve by Freeler. It comes up, Benninghoff's hit into the net, and then the volley over, and it's going to go out. So point for Alexandria.
Yeah, Coach Hess wants them to serve aggressively, and I think there's different points in the match. I mean, you know, you get that set point or something like that, then you need to make sure that that serve is in. But
serve played here by the Sabres, and it's going to be a back row attack there for Freeler, and a point for Sartell. And the Sabres are down 11-7. Now we'll have Emma Keene re-entering here for the Sabres. She'll be back at the serving line. Deep serve here. Lila Schlichting gets it up to Hadley Marty. Rupert will attack. That hit briefly dug out by Keene, but the ball didn't go high enough in the air, so Larkin Rupert will be credited with the kill. Now the Cardinals with the serve as Hadley Marty will be back at the line. Alexandria leading by 5. And now leading by 4 after a missed serve. So back to Sartell on the side out. Now the libero Lily Beckstrom goes out. One other Sartell player, Ronnie Peterson, heads to the bench. Taya Hennon is in, and along with the server Taylor Draxler gains for it. And her serve played by Alexandria comes up to Larkin Rupert, and Rupert will get the winner.
She's got to be closing in on, she have 7-8 kills now?
Yeah, I've got her for 8 unofficially.
Yeah, figured she's closing in on double digits.
Yeah. Side out to Alexandria with Greta Suki re-entering, and she'll be back to serve. Serve on a line played by Keene up to Thompson. The attack here by Schumann, dug out. Now we've got a play on the top of the net, and it goes over, and it's going to result in a point for Alex. Was that Schlichting or was that Scarlett Brown who got the last?
I didn't see it. I was writing down the defensive pass by Suki.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Scarlett Brown. I might be shorting Lila.
It was her. They put it on the board.
Okay, very good. So now the Sabres are going to get the side out here after Taya Hennon is able to get a soft shot over for the kill. 14-9 in favor of Alexandria. Sartell must win this set to prolong the match. Nearly an ace serve by Kate Thompson. The Cardinals do receive it. And again here on the left side. This time it's going to be Alexandria with the winner. Sartell must win this set to prolong the match.
She's getting good sets there, but it started with just a heck of a nice dig and pass by Emily Doherty, our libero.
Yeah, and Sartell head coach Riley Murad will take the timeout. We're going to keep it right here as we are in the fourth set. The set scores so far reading Alexandria's first 25-20, 25-17, 27-29. Now in the fourth set in progress, it's Alexandria 15, Sartell 9. It seems like in this fourth set, the Cardinals have done a decent job at cleaning some things up. You know, I think Sartell, I thought, played with a lot of momentum at the end of set 3 to get this onto the fourth set, and I don't think we've seen the game 3 momentum that we're exhibiting here in game 4, at least out of the visitors.
I would agree. There doesn't seem to be quite that spark that they played with in the third set, and some of that might be some of our serving, keeping them a little bit more off balance with their offensive attack, and I think maybe we've made some adjustments, you know, with some of our back row play, getting that ball up to the setter better.
So Alexandria with the serve up by a score of 16-9, and we've got a hit off an Alexandria block, which is good for the kill.
Yeah, good strong swing that time by the Sartell player. Our blockers were there, but they just couldn't quite extend across the net far enough.
So now the Sabres will have Kaya Schumann at the line. Alexandria with the play here. It'll be an attack by Lila Schlichting, and it angles out of bounds.
It was a good read by Hadley Marty on that let serve to that let cord there, but we weren't able to put it in play.
So it is now 15-11 in favor of Alexandria. Now Sidney Kroc looks to attack, dug out by Beckstrom. Now a hit goes into the net. Sartell tried to keep it moving, but Sidney Kroc will get the kill shot here for Alexandria.
Yeah, you're right. That was a heck of a play by their libero Beckstrom.
16 to 11, Alexandria with Riley Byers serving. Now a back row attack here by Schumann, dug out. It's going to be tipped over by Avery Polzel. Now a play by the Sabres for Benninghoff. She got blocked. Now it's sent back over. Suki with the dig. Marty now feeds it. It comes over to Lila Schlichting. That's dug out. The Sabres with the high set. It's sent over by Benninghoff. Cardinals will play it. It comes up to Schlichting, and her hit is off the block and good.
Yeah, our back row, really nice play during that entire sequence. I think every one of them had a pass up to the setter.
And Alexandria now has a 17-11 lead. Riley Byers serving again, and the ball is over, and I think Sartell made contact at the net.
Yeah, they were across the center line.
So a point for Alexandria, and the Cardinals now lead by 7. Looking to win this match in 4 sets. Byers' serve is deep, played by the Sabres up to Benninghoff. Her hit dug out by Doherty. Byer will set it up for Schlichting. Her hit got blocked. Now a reload here, and it's going to be sent over by Avery Polzel. Now a play for Sartell up to the right side. The diagonal hit by Freeler is dug out. Now an attack by Schlichting, and that's good. 9 in favor of Sartell, I think, has done a decent job defending the last couple of hit by Freeler is dug out. Alexandria now an attack by Schlichting, and that's good. And now a play for Sartell up to the right side. As Alexandria hit by Freeler is dug out. 8 points. Now an attack by Schlichting. Advantage now in this 4th set at 19-11. Tim, it seems like Alexandria is seizing the momentum here, but still a little more work to do. This one's not in the left-hand column quite yet.
Well, it is if we can side them out anytime they serve. But definitely, I think our back row players are reading their hitters better. We're continuing to get good play from our blockers up front. But I think the adjustment probably this set is our back row players have kept the ball alive and able to set up our offense.
So Alexandria's Riley Byer will go back to serve. It's interesting because Byer had a couple of serving opportunities in the 3rd set, and the Cardinals did not get any points off of her serve. I think Sartell did a nice job at getting some necessary side outs against a good server.
Yep, and she also in that last sequence, all 3 of our back row players, Suki and Byer and Doherty, all had digs in that last sequence.
Byer will deal again for Alexandria. The back row attack by the Sabres is going to be rejected up front. I think this time Scarlett Brown got in the...
No, that was Polzel on a solo
Avery
block.
Polzel. Yep, and she's had, I believe, at least 3 solo blocks tonight. 20-11, and now a serve goes deep by Riley Byer and back to Sartell. So the Sabres down by 8. Here comes Ronnie Peterson back in. And we're going to have the libero Lily Beckstrom to serve for the Sabres. Floater serve here, and it's going to be a sweep over by Hadley Marty, defended by Sartell. Now the push by Benninghoff, dug out, and Lila Schlichting attacks. That's into a block. Cardinals will load it up for Avery Polzel on the right side. That's dug out, and then the Sabres are unable to play it after that. The ball went up toward the net, and then Sartell tried to dig it off the net. Unsuccessful. Polzel will get the kill. Side out to the Cardinals.
Yeah, again, our back play is covering up our blockers really well. Both Byer and Suki with digs that last rally.
21-12, and a let serve this time goes Alexandria's way.
Seems to happen that way when one team has the momentum.
22-12 for Alexandria. And Lila Schlichting will serve again. Deep serve here played by Freeler to Thompson, and the left side attack. Alexandria rejected up front, and Lila again it gets Avery Posel.
I think we've made an adjustment. Our blockers are timing those back row attacks better.
23-12 for the Alexandria Cardinals. 2 points away from going to 2-0 on the year. Next serve played by Freeler up to Thompson. The attack by Benninghoff. Volleyed over, then sent back. Now Larkin Rupert will return it. Now a play by Thompson in the middle, and this one will be a hit off the Alexandria block. Good for the kill for Ronnie Peterson.
Yeah, Avery was there again, but wasn't able to extend that time.
So the Sabres are down by 10. Kate Thompson will serve. And her serve is on a line played by Schlichting up to Marty. Rupert will attack with a diagonal hit, and that's going to be good. Larkin Rupert with the kill shot, and now a match point opportunity. The Cardinals had 2 opportunities at match point in the third set and did not convert either one. Here's Emily Doherty to serve for Alexandria. Her serve played by Schumann, back set by Thompson, sent over by Ronnie Peterson. Now Rupert returns, and she'll get the winning kill. Alexandria. Larkin Rupert with the winner, Schumann, and Alexandria claims the match in 4 sets. Peterson. Now Rupert return not needed as Alexandria prevails in its only scheduled best of 5 meeting of the regular season against the defending Class 4A Section 8 champions. Sartell begins defensive at section title with a road loss in Alexandria. The Cardinals win in 4. 25-20, 25-17, 27-29, and 25-13. The Cardinals now off to a 2-0 start after Alexandria prevails in the home opener. On our platforms, we're going to take a break here. We will make it about a 2.5 minute break, and then we will get rolling with our post-match coverage presented to you by Juntner Motors of Alexandria after this timeout.
At Eco Water of West Central Minnesota, we help families enjoy better water every day. Our high-efficiency water softeners keep your jerseys, school apparel, and your favorite game day gear feeling fresh, clean, and ready to cheer on your team. Plus, our advanced drinking water systems provide cleaner, safer, and better tasting water to help keep your family healthy and hydrated. Trust your local water experts to solve hard water, iron staining, and water quality issues. Eco Water of West Central Minnesota. WeFixWaterMN.com.
Northland Buildings, Inc. has been providing high-quality building materials and erected buildings to customers in the upper Midwest. With our in-house engineering department and premium-grade materials, we can design and build a quality post-frame building that's long-lasting and economical. We serve clients across the upper Midwest, where we can provide you with the building you need. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings at a fair price. Built tough for the Northland.
Authentic flavors, warm hospitality, and fresh ingredients come together every day at Casa Jalisco. From sizzling fajitas, savory enchiladas, tantalizing tacos, homemade specialties, and refreshing margaritas, every meal is prepared with care. Stop in for delicious daily lunch and dinner specials and experience the flavors that keep guests coming back again and again. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, especially when you have kids in sports. And that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner and when it fits best into your schedule. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center, proud sponsor of Cardinal Sports, or go to dentistryatthecenter.com. We're in the Century Center Mall in Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Becca Wesley.
And I'm Carl Qualley. And we're with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based upon what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy.
We believe these qualities are what set us apart and what's led us to be voted best real estate company every year since 2020.
Find your local real estate expert at Quali Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School's Poland Court, where the Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball team prevails in the home opener in 2026. In a rematch of last year's section final, the Cardinals come out on top over the Sartell Sabres by a 3-1 result. Alexandria taking sets 1, 2, and 4. Sartell winning set 3 in extra points. Along with Tim Zupfer and our videographer JP Boline, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. And if you're watching on our YouTube channel, we have one of the seniors for the Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball team joining us here, and that is Avery Polzel, as she had an effective night for the Alexandria Cardinals. And our post-match conversation being brought to you by Quality Toyota of Fergus Falls. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota in Fergus Falls? What's your number? You can check out their selection anytime online at qualitytoyota.net. When you visit Fergus Falls, you can visit their showroom on West Lincoln Avenue. And Avery, it's good to be connecting with you. And I will ask you, what's your number in terms of your jersey number that you wear on game night? Obviously, people that were watching on our YouTube channel are familiar with your jersey number, but what number do you wear?
Number 12.
Okay. Has that been your number pretty much through your varsity career here?
Yep. Last year and this year I wore it.
Very good. Any particular influence as to why you choose jersey number 12?
Not really, but
yeah.
It was my size. But
yeah. Avery, first of all, congratulations. It's nice to see you and your teammates get a win in the home opener against a Sartell team that went to state last year, denying your Alexandria Cardinals. Did that get you a little more fired up, knowing that you were so close to getting back to state for a second straight year, but the opponent here tonight was the team that denied you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all year we wanted revenge from them. We're out for blood, and this was the game that we were going to do it. And, again, if we see them again in the season, we're going to come right back at them and get them again.
Well, I know that both Sartell and Alexandria are down at the Southwest Minnesota Challenge in Marshall in a couple of weekends. Don't know if there's any guarantee of you playing Sartell down there, but you only face them once during the regular season, at least during a best-of-5 format. What encouraged you about the way the night unfolded where your team was able to win the first 2 sets?
We really just brought the energy. We talked about that a lot in the locker room before. Our main goals were to communicate and take care of the ball, and I thought we did a really good job about that and really followed through.
Avery, I know that it seemed like a lot of different people were able to contribute to the victory here. Was that similar to what you saw down in Monticello last Thursday night?
Yeah. Hadley Marty does a really good job of throwing the ball around, so all hitters get pretty much equal amounts of kills, and the passers have been passing amazing, and the serving line, behind the serving line, everyone's just doing their part really well.
We are getting together here with Avery Polzel, senior from the Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball team. Very effective up front for the Alexandria girls volleyball team. Avery, I've got a question or two that I might ask of you a little bit later, but I wanted to bring my broadcast partner Tim Zupfer into the discussion, as he'll share some insight and probably have a question or two for you as well.
Avery, were there some adjustments going into sets 3, and especially maybe after set 3 and into set 4? It seemed to me that Sartell was attacking more from the back row, and even their front row hitters were off the net a ways. Did something have to change with our blocking on that?
Yeah, we definitely got more. We were up more on the back row attacks when we started to see that they were hitting back row a lot more. And then we focused a lot on shutting down their setter, because in the first couple sets she was dumping a lot, and I think that was really effective when we shut her down. But our blocking, definitely, we shifted and kind of adjusted where we were blocking, switched from cross to line, and that was really helpful.
Yeah, it seemed to me that way, and then you had 2 real big, nice ace blocks when they tried to attack from the back row late in the game. Another thing I just kind of noticed it as you girls were warming up and even walking by you, it just seems that all of you are a year older this year, and a lot of the players just look physically stronger. Has the weight room been a factor this summer?
Oh yeah, yep. Sam, our coach, has been really avid about that, and we worked really hard in the weight room this summer and hard at summer practices, and we all just came back stronger this year. So it was really fun to see.
I noticed that. That was one of the first things I noticed, so congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
Avery, of course, during the offseason, we had the coaching switch. Of course, Sam Hess is not unfamiliar. He's been assisting Mary Byrne for a few years. But in terms of some of the knowledge that you're gaining, is there a lot of contrast for having Coach Hess lead the team now?
Not really. Sam does a really good job, and it was a smooth flow into that. And he does a really good job coaching. He's super supportive with the girls and still gives a lot of great feedback. And yeah, I really like him as a coach. It's been great this year.
I know that you've been on the varsity level now for a number of seasons. Has your high school career, has it gone by faster than you could have ever imagined? Because it doesn't seem like that long ago that you were just getting onto the varsity.
It's insane. It's been insanely fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that first year. It was really fun.
What would you say about the group of varsity teammates that you're working with? I think Coach Z pointed out there are a lot of kids that were part of the section runner-up a year ago. I would think there's great familiarity with you and your teammates. And granted, you've added some other different people to the team and everything, but is there a good chemistry developing right at the outset here?
Yeah, that really, I think, really helped with having a lot of returning players. So we were able to build our chemistry more and work together more and in practices. And we've been really good at that.
I know that there's still a lot of volleyball to be played here in 2026, but have you thought about what you want this season to become, maybe long-term goals or expectations? And if you have thought about that, Avery, what are they?
Well, obviously playing together every game and working at our hardest and winning most or all our games, and then winning our conference, and then making it to state, and maybe even win state.
This conference at the very top is pretty solid. I talked to Riley Murad. She's the head coach of Sartell, head of the broadcast, and she feels that there are at least 5 teams in the conference that are very capable of winning it, whether it be Alexandria, Wilmer, Sartell, Sauk Rapids Rice, which went to state last year and I think won the conference last year, and then even Ricori usually is pretty dangerous year in and year out. Do you like playing a lot of big matches against some of these top teams in the CLC?
Yes, it's really fun. Yeah, it's going to be a fight every game, and we're here for it. We're ready.
After that near miss of almost getting onto state last fall, does that leave you extra hungry this year, knowing that this is indeed is your last go-around?
Yes, especially because this is my last year. We really are hungry for state, and we want to make it. So.
I don't mean to pry too much into the future plans for Avery Posel after you do graduate, because you have your whole senior year ahead, but as you start to consider possible college options, would you like to play volleyball on the college level down the line?
I would, but as of right now, it probably won't work out. So I'm planning on not playing in college right now, but I definitely will still play with friends. And
are school options starting to form for you, or do you know already? Or
I'm set on going to UND.
Oh my goodness! So up to Grand Forks then.
Yep.
So I know a number of Alexandria alumni have opted for the University of North Dakota. What pleases you about UND?
I love the campus. It's so beautiful, and then I like how it's kind of close to here. It's not too far, but it's kind of farther.
Yeah.
But
far enough away, but still
close, so I can come home on the weekends. And
yeah. Very good. Avery, we're going to talk to you as we get into the break here, but congratulations to you and your Alexandria Cardinal girls volleyball team. Nice win in the home opener, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you very much.
There is Avery Posel from the Alexandria girls volleyball team, our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of tonight's match. Alexandria prevails in 4 sets over the Sartell Sabres. This is our post-match coverage presented to you by Jutner Motors of Alexandria. Let's now enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage. All right.
Perfect. Thank
Very
you.
Good. Thank you. So,
From all of us here at the Culver's of Alexandria, go Cardinals!
Everybody's got a goal, something they're working toward. Getting back in the game, keeping up with the grandkids, getting back to the life you love. At Alamere Health, our therapists are passionate about a plan built just for you. Expert rehabilitation care, right here in Alexandria. And a team that's with you for the whole journey, every step, every win, improving life for you and your loved ones. Alamere Health. It's better here.
In Cardinal Country, drive means more than getting from here to there. It's showing up, putting in the work, and finding another gear when it matters. For 50 years, Juttner Motors has shared that commitment, helping Central Minnesota drivers find their right vehicle. The Cardinals bring the drive, and Juttner Motors helps you find yours. Juttner Motors, proudly behind the Cardinals. See their full lineup at JuttnerMotors.com.
Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors your best price dealer.
Mom, what's A-guard? That's resorted. Didn't Dad hurt his A-guard last week?
You guys, A-guard is the new Vikings quarterback.
At A-Guard, you'll solve real-world challenges. Whether you're building machines, designing solutions, or supporting the team behind the scenes, you'll have opportunities to learn, grow, and make an impact. Because at A-Guard, we're winning together honorably, passionately, and positively.
At Alexandria College, we build bold futures for those ready to step up, to work with precision, care when it matters most, solve real-world problems. Whatever your future holds, go after it. Be bold. Be a legend.
Daily life can sometimes feel like navigating through a maze of road construction. But Lakeland Mental Health is here to help guide you through life's challenges. They provide a variety of outpatient and outreach services for children, adolescents, and adults. With locations in Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, Moorhead, and Alexandria, Lakeland Mental Health serves hc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School and more of our Juttner Motors post-match coverage as the Alexandria Cardinals go to 2-0 in girls volleyball this year, prevailing over last year's Section 8 champions in Class 4A, the Sartell Sabres. The set scores read Alexandria winning 25-20, 25-17. Sartell took the third set in extra points, 29-27. Then the Cardinals come back strong and win that fourth and final set. We didn't have the decisive one because that would have been set number 5. But 25-13, Alexandria gets the victory by a dozen in the third set. And Tim, really, I thought in many ways a nice, solid performance. Really, and I know it might sound cliche, but a true team effort because a lot of people stepped up for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they really did. We, as you mentioned, and you talked with Avery. Hadley Marty moved the ball around, and we had multiple players with 7 or more kills as hitters. And I mentioned it during that last set how well I thought our back row players played defensively, keeping that ball alive, and not only keeping it alive but getting it in position for Hadley to set her teammates up for those kills. So we were solid in sets 1 and 2. I think Sartell brought it to another level in set 3, and we brought it to another level in set 4.
Yeah, it was almost like punch and then counter punch, and that's what good teams do is you take the other team's best shot and readjust. And hopefully Lydia Whale, the one who got injured, I believe, first set of the night.
I can't remember first or early second set.
Yeah, she went down very early in tonight's match. I think it was set 1, and she didn't come back, and she was in the starting lineup for Sartell, and we wish her well. But considering it's opening night and everything like that, do you suspect that Sartell got a little bit deflated, or it took them a little while to kind of bring their level of play up because of that?
It definitely can. I mean, you see that even sometimes when there's an even more drastic injury in pro football, how it to be able to reset after that. She was back on the bench later with her leg wrapped up late in the set. So yeah, we wish her well. But it's an adjustment, and I think you just end up in a situation where now maybe even your whole entire rotation has to change, or sometimes you've got the next player to step up and just place in. Other times you've got to rotate players to different positions. I wasn't paying that close attention to Sartell. I think they probably just kept their offense pretty much the same, but had to rotate another player in.
Yeah, it seems to me that Sydney Freeler was one player that got a little more playing time. I know she was coming in rotation at the start of the match, and then she was in the starting lineup in those later games and everything like that. But, I think Sartell's the type of team, again, they'll be right in the mix for the conference race. They'll be in the mix for the section race. But, boy, is it gratifying when you can get a win against a conference team that's good and against your defending section champion. This is a feather that Alexandria can appreciate putting in the quill.
Oh, absolutely. And Avery mentioned that, whether they actually circled that game on the schedule, it was definitely circled in their mind. I think maybe more so for the players than the coaches. I think both of these teams are going to continue to grow and improve as the season progresses, and Coach Murad, has been has had her teams playing very well at the end of the season and seasons past. So I wouldn't expect anything different.
Again, Alexandria prevails 3-1 in Central Lakes Conference Volleyball over Sartell, 25-20, 25-17, 27-29. And 25-13. The Sabres start their year with a loss on the road, and Alexandria wins the home opener. The Cardinals now at 1-0 in the conference, 2-0 overall. One final break along our late media platforms. We'll go inside the numbers and have some final comments for tonight's girls volleyball broadcast on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube, on the Voice of Alexandria app, and on KXRA Radio, after we enjoy these messages from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
It's the right time for a getaway.
The moments that bring a community together don't just happen on game day. They happen every day. At ALP Utilities, we're proud to provide reliable power, safe drinking water, and invest in the community we call home. Because as a community-owned utility, serving Alexandria is more than our job, it's our commitment. ALP Utilities, your hometown power and water utility.
At Eldon's Fresh Foods, quality is more than a promise, it's what we do every day. From crisp, farm-fresh vegetables to juicy, hand-selected fruits. And in our butcher shop, you'll find high-quality meats, cut and trimmed fresh daily by our expert team. Plus a bakery and deli filled with fresh-baked products, delicious favorites, and custom-made creations. And discover the difference at Eldon's Fresh Foods, your hometown grocery store.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
There is a man, an insurance man,
located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. What's that? Who am I? Well, think of me as one of the captains of this beautiful ship. I'm Keith. I want to make sure you have the very best insurance experience on planet Earth. And if you're getting your insurance on a different planet, I've got some follow-up questions for you.
Hi, I'm Corey Hagenson, Body Shop Manager. Thank you for choosing us for all your collision repairs.
Hi, I'm Jason Halstead, Parts Manager. Thanks for stopping in for all your parts and accessory needs.
This is Ross Wigman, General Sales Manager. Thank you for choosing us for your new Chevy truck. Hi, I'm Jack Nettleton, Sales Manager. Thanks for making us the best dealer in the Lakes area.
I'm Mark Cruz, General Manager. Taking care of our community starts with your trust in us, so thank you. Find us at alexandria-chev.com.
We are back one final time at Poland Court inside the Alexandria Area High School Gymnasium, where the Cardinal girls volleyball team has prevailed in its home opener against Sartell, winning 3-1. JP Bolin, our videographer, joined by Tim Zupfer and myself, Dave McClurg. Going through some of the numbers in this one on the attack, a lot of balance for Alexandria. The sophomore Lila Schlichting would emerge as the kill leader unofficially with 21 on the night, but she had some teammates that really logged some impressive numbers in their own. Larkin Rupert attacking from the outside with 10 kills. Scarlett Brown with a dozen kills tonight and an ace block. Our post-match guest, Avery Posel, 6 kill shots. I had her unofficially for 3 ace blocks, and then she assisted on some double blocks as well. So she was involved in about 7 or 8 blocks of her own. And you know, when you get an ace block, that's almost like getting a kill because you're just defending you're defensing the attacker on the other side of the net. And then, of course, Sydney Crocht, 7 kills unofficially tonight, and she helped out on some blocking for Alexandria. Hadley Marty didn't do a whole lot of work on the attack, although she did get some dumps for tip kills, and she was able to swing away when Riley Byer was on the court as a setter. Then Marty could go on the attack. Marty did primarily do a lot of the setting tonight, as would be evidenced by the 35 set assists. Riley Byer had a handful of set assists as well. For the Sartell Sabres, their attack led by Ronnie Peterson with 8, Kaya Schumann and Addie Benninghoff unofficially with 7 kills apiece. Sydney Freeler off the bench had about a half a dozen kills. Kate Thompson, the setter for Sartell, was effective on some early match sweeps and dump overs that resulted in a few kills for her. She did the bulk of the setting tonight for the defending Section 8 Class 4A champions, and she would end up with 23 set assists on the night. The Cardinals would end up with 4 ace serves tonight, missing a total of 10 serves. Interesting to note, half of those missed serves for Alexandria came in the 4th set of the match. And keep in mind, Sartell only got 13 points. So the Sabres did not get a whole lot of points off their own serve in the 4th set. The Sabres would end up with a couple of ace serves tonight and only 3 missed serves. So one highlight for Sartell is pretty solid serving, but Alexandria receiving those serves and then going into the attack, and the Cardinals showed some very good balance tonight. Tim, I know that you keep track of defensive digs and some other numbers like that, so I'll let you share those with the viewers and the listeners as well.
Sure. Lila Schlichting, really busy. Not only did she have double-digit kills on the night, but with her playing all 6 rotations and in serve receive, I think she's in serve receive in either 4 or maybe 5 of those 6 rotations. I don't know if Sartell was picking on her or not, but I had her for 36 passes to the setter and 10 digs. Emily Doherty, always very busy in the back row as a libero. I had her for 20 digs and 15 passes to the setter, and then I'll just kind of go down number-wise. Greta Suki, 10 digs and 4 successful passes to the setter. Riley Byer, 13 digs and 9 passes. Hadley Marty, 16 digs and 2 passes. 1 dig for Larkin Rupert and 6 passes to the setter. And then Scarlett Brown, 3 digs and 4 successful passes to the setter.
Very good. So it all adds up to an Alexandria win to raise the Cardinals record to 2-0 on the year. The Alexandria girls volleyball team will be on the road later this week down at Wilmer. The information that I have seen on the various sources is that the middle school will be where the volleyball competition will be. I don't know if they're doing some work in the Big Red Gym at the high school. I have heard that possibly a new floor would be going in. I think that's the original floor that got laid down when the school opened up in 1994. So anyway, Cardinals versus Cardinals on the hardwood at Wilmer Middle School on Thursday night. Wilmer hosting Alexandria. That will be the only matchup of the season between the Cardinals and the Cardinals unless they were to meet. And I don't know if they're in Wilmer's definitely not heading north for the Runestone Classic in October. And I don't know if Wilmer's in the Southwest Minnesota Challenge. I know that Sartell and Fergus Falls out of the CLC are teams that are from the conference that will be in that Southwest Minnesota Challenge on September 11th and 12th. But Tim, I know that you and I will be getting back together for Cardinal Volleyball a week from Thursday night when Alexandria has its only scheduled meeting of the regular season against Fergus Falls. What are your thoughts, as it turns out, with Bemidji being added to the Central Lakes Conference? They're the 11th member school, and all 11 do play girls volleyball in the fall, including St. Cloud Apollo and St. Cloud Tech. So I believe Alexandria has a schedule of 10 conference matches. They play everybody one time. So I think it's good for them. It does allow, St. Michael Albertville and Elk River and Moorhead, other section teams that are not conference teams, to be on the schedule.
Yeah, I think, with that many teams in the conference, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to play any of the teams more than once. 10 conference matches is probably good, plus a couple tournaments that they're in. And then, as you said, I think it's important to pick up some of those section teams as well. They get to play the St. Michael Albertvilles and Moorheads, and they already played Monticello. I don't know, do they have Elk River on the schedule?
Yeah, they will play at Elk River, I think, later on in the fall.
I think that's probably that schedule really makes a lot of sense.
I think the one interesting thing, Sartell actually goes home and home with Sauk Rapids Rice,
okay.
but those are two teams,
right.
Rivalries right across the river from one another, and they both made state last year. So I don't know if both count as conference matches or only one of them does.
Sometimes when you play twice, each one's worth 1 point, or potentially one of them is designated as non-conference. Sometimes we used to do that with make sure we had a home and home with Fergus Falls.
Right.
Sometimes, but now being in 2 different classes, that doesn't make as much sense as it once did.
I know that you guide the Alexandria girls golf team in the spring. Will the CLC teams actually travel north to Bemidji for a conference event this year? Or?
Yes. Each school will host one, but each school kind of has the opportunity to build their own schedule. And I'm hoping that the teams that are in the South, don't choose not to go up there just because it's a long trip. I think it sometimes. So we're only required to play a number of them, and then we have two schools that host the conference championship.
Sure.
So technically, those are the only 2 that everybody's required to be at, and everybody gets a chance to build their own schedule. And we haven't built our conference schedule yet for this spring, so we got some work to do.
Yeah, well, very good. I know we'll talk about that somewhere down the line, but Tim, great to work with you tonight. I look forward to partnering up with you for Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball. We'll have 5 more regular season broadcasts. And then, of course, we'll have all the Alexandria football games on the radio and 6 of the 8 on our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube for people to watch. And It's going to be fun. A lot of questions will start to be answered come Friday night. Alexandria, heck, they had a barn burner down at Chanhassen High School to start the season last year, and Channy made it all the way to the Prep Bowl and everything, and then ultimately Chanhassen and Alexandria have something in common. They both lost to Spring Lake Park in the state tournament.
Well, yeah, Alexandria's 1 foot away from the goal line on a 2-point conversion, or it might have been Alexandria playing Chanhassen in the championship game.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a lot of fun. But Tim, we'll look forward to seeing you on Friday night. Again, thanks a lot for the assistance tonight.
Looking forward to it, Dave.
That's Tim Zupfer, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal Volleyball and football coverage during the fall. Jeff James will be my broadcast partner for our Alexandria soccer broadcasts, including the one Thursday night, which we'll tell you about before we wrap up. And also Dave Molesworth will be my broadcast partner for the Alexandria girls swimming and diving that we're going to feature next Tuesday night when the Cardinals host the Fergus Falls Otters at Discovery Middle School. My thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage who helped to bring you our broadcast. Special thanks to Jartner Motors for being the presenting sponsor of our post-match coverage. Our next play-by-play will be on Thursday from Jim Goda Stadium on the campus of Moorhead High School. Jeff James, J.P. Boleen, and I will be joining you for Alexandria girls soccer when the Cardinals face the Moorhead Spuds in a 7 o'clock match. We will take care with the Jartner Motors pre-match show at approximately 6:30. Before we do close out the broadcast, one reminder about our Culver's play of the game that occurred during the third set of tonight's match, and it was awarded to Greta Suki, who had some sterling defensive play when she was at the serving line midway through that third set. Very long rally. I believe the ball crossed the net close to a dozen times before Alexandria was able to persevere and get a point on a kill for Lila Schlichting. But Greta Suki was really working hard, digging some Sartell attacks up to keep that rally going. So her defensive play in the middle of the third set to get that Alexandria point is cited as our play of the game, brought to you by Culver's. Greta's going to win a nice prize from our friends at Culver's Restaurant in Alexandria. Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
A typical day in kindergarten varies from day to day. We have a morning meeting every morning where we gather together and talk about our day. We go into our reading time where we learn phonics and phonemic awareness. And then usually we head into like some independent work time. Sometimes we have Phi Ed and music, and other days we have writing or science. And then we move into lunch, and after lunch we go to recess, and the afternoon is spent doing math.
My favorite thing about kindergarten is playing outside. I like to do both reading and math. I like to do math.
Snack time is one of my favorite times because it is so unscripted. It is 100% student conversation led, and some of our best learning can actually happen there.